1, 2, 3.
Rants.
And one more time. 1, 2, 3.
Rants.
Wait, rants?
Okay.
Rants.
Legalize rants? Yeah, the guy in the, rants.
The guy in
good.
that sick screen cap.
God, I love him so much. He's my hero. He's my idol. Okay. Well, here we go. I think I'm good at Rance is a fucked up guy. He's not great, but he's got good qualities. Just like the guy in American Psycho has a lot of good qualities. You just gotta ignore the bad ones. That's how I feel about it.
Just gotta separate the wheat from the chaff.
Then everything's a 10 out of 10.
That's right. I mean, George Washington owned slaves, but he was he did a lot of good stuff too. So let's not throw out the baby with the bathwater here.
I mean, yeah, George Washington owned slaves, but he also had some bad things about him.
You guys hear about John? You guys hear about John Cristofalusi?
No.
The Ren and Stimpy guy. There was a big expose about him this week.
Oh God, what did he do?
He had sex with the young.
He did some.
He
did some inappropriate conduct with some much younger animators. Yeah.
Well, rest in peace, Ren and Stimpy. All right, let's get to it. Here we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the bonus Procrastinators podcast, legally distinct from the Procrastinators podcast. We cannot be held legally responsible. Members of that podcast.
Anything we say here does not reflect our opinions in the main episodes.
Yes, that's correct.
But not vice versa.
We're separate for legal and tax reasons.
Indeed.
This is all about a tax loophole. We get double the Patreon money now, but keep donating anyway.
We made ourselves legally distinct so we could come here to do all our crimes.
Yes.
That's correct. I'm the best guy ever. We got Tom Oliver.
Yes, we're here to talk about stuff. It's gonna be sick.
We got Hypocrite.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
He's
Ben
my
Saint?
brother.
You guys hear about John Cristofalusi?
Oh no!
Oh,
and we've got Munchie.
Wait.
Okay, so Munchie didn't. All right, are you actually not recording? Or is this a meme?
Really?
Okay, but I said, "Is everyone recording?" And I heard a chorus of yeses, so that was enough for me to realize that everyone. All right, well, whatever, we'll do it over. It's fine.
No. Let's keep it. Let's keep it.
Okay, let's just when you're ready,
have
start
Munchie
recording.
Bomb in.
All right, yeah, that's right. We'll just sync up with him and we'll start over.
I'm here now. I'm recording.
Oh, sick.
Okay, the count of three. Let's say rants again. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Rants.
And 1, 2, 3.
Rants.
Okay, let's go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another sensual episode of the bonus Procrastinators podcast. I am the best sex ever, and we've got Sexocrit.
I use dildos in your pill books.
Oh God, Ben Saint.
All right, let's start
sex.
over. This is all bad.
You guys hear about John
this is it.
Cristofalusi?
There it is. There. Munchie loves sex.
Are you guys doing a bonus episode? Can I join a bonus episode? I'm sorry. I'm having some really yummy snacks. Oh, feed me more.
I think we're gonna go in a different direction. We've got Tom Olive Oil.
Oh, I can rape you all since I'm the victor, but I like to have consensual sex.
Nice.
That
Olive oil
sounds
can be
stolen
used as
to
lube.
me.
I raped that line
true.
away from some great man, some role model we should all look up to.
I couldn't agree more.
What are we talking about today?
And our last guest is Digibro. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, he's
Oh.
asleep or something.
He was too busy smoking weed and
literally-
not going to sleep.
He literally said that he could not be on this episode because he stayed up all night smoking weed.
Well,
That's not a lie. That's the truth. That's the truth.
Yeah, basically. I mean, right now I think he's on the Dick Show, but after that, we would have waited for him. But he said, "Nah, I'm just gonna go to bed."
Don't wait.
Life management, folks. Here's a lesson in it right now. You're getting it. All right.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, he can die. But moving on, we're here to talk about Radcon 3. This is, guys. This is it. This is Radcon 3. This is the one. This is the decompression chamber for Radcon 3. We're here. We're going to talk about it. We're just going to talk about anything.
Real conversation. We'll be
That's right.
real. real nice. Quite get real close here, Adams. We're just gonna talk to you mano a mano, girl to girl. We're gonna have a girl's night. We're gonna braid each other's hair. We're gonna talk about Radcon 3.
You can think of this as part of the background info. We just there's stuff that got missed that we can bring up now. There's all kinds of background info that it didn't get captured in all the videos. We can give a summary of the dank memes from Radcon 3. Oh, we're gonna lay it out on the table, and then like one of those girls covered in sushi that gets hired for parties that they put sushi on to eat off of. That's what you should think of this podcast as.
That sounds disgusting. What the fuck are you talking
about? No, it's a real thing. They hire Asian women, though they're not always Asian, to lie down on a table, and they put sushi on their bodies.
Face
and rich
down?
businessmen eat the sushi. No, face up. Face up.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I'm not interested in it.
What if she's ticklish and she goes hoo-hoo-hoo and she sprays the sushi all over the wall?
Occupational hazard.
Professional.
Occupational
hazard. He's right. So let's get to it. The first.
Do you guys want to go chronologically? Do you want to go on the first day we were here, we did this? Do you want to do that, or do you just
on the first day of Radcon, my YouTube subscription gave to me
nothing because only me and Munchie were there, motherfucker.
Yeah. I wanna know the very first Tom and Munchie meeting. What happened?
Yeah,
because you didn't talk about
spark. It's like
funny.
the egg meeting the sperm of Radcon.
It really was.
I was the last one to arrive, so I want to hear everything that happened before I got there.
Well,
my first Radcon experience was me walking outside of South Station in Boston, and I was texting Tom where are you? And then just from the corner of my eye, this predator, this natural predator just runs up to me and says, "Is that Munchie wears tiny hats?" And
I specifically said, "Is that famous YouTuber Munchie W /tiny hats?"
and I had to whip around from normal, just walking around the streets to screaming at the top of my lungs. At South Station, talking to a test, I just was screaming about Radcon.
Yeah, we have video evidence of all of this. It's gonna be
when you did that whip around.
Uploaded. It's gonna be great.
You know the editing technique of when you move a camera real fast and it turns blurry, and that's an opportune moment to transition to other footage.
Yes.
That was transitioning from normal life into Radcon. And
it
that
really
one blur,
was. That was when the hype officially began for real. Because I was just sitting in the South Station like a sad boy, waiting for it to happen. My life was boring and shitty and awful.
I want to make a rule. I want to make a rule right now.
Okay.
Now, it doesn't always count as a full numbered event, but anytime the two procrastinators are united in the same physical space at the same time, a little mini Radcon is born and immediately aborted when they part. So we are the worst abortionists in recorded history.
Radcon is just basically just you promise your girl that you won't get her pregnant, even though you're not using protection. You just keep promising her, don't worry, it'll be fine. And just abortion after abortion, she just doesn't fucking clue in because you're seeping fucking sleeping pills in every meal she has, so she's constantly sedated. And you just have your way with her and keep eating abortions. You're just racking up mileage, loyalty points at your local abortion clinic. Eventually you'll be able to get an abortion.
You're just on a first name basis with the clerk.
When you get enough abortion points, they will send an assassin out to kill someone for you.
They're so used to seeing
someone beyond.
You got that rewards card. They keep punching it, and then he's oh, you get the next one free.
Yeah, you've racked up so many abortion points at the abortion clinic that when you walk up shouting Radcon 3, they go next one's free.
Yeah.
Okay, enough of this very funny stupid shit.
Me and Tom get our fucking act together, and we just walk on the train, and immediately once we arrive at the Sheridan, Massachusetts T stop, train stop, we realize that we are we're out there. We are out there. We are.
It's just
very secluded
forest.
from reality.
We're in the forest. It's very odd. There's a small parking lot. There's a bridge going off to the highway, and then it's just woods. And Munchie has a small panic attack, and I'm just I'm home. This is where I've lived my whole life. Yeah. Out in nowhere.
Yeah.
Because I come from California. I come from San Diego, not a small city in California, and then I go to fucking Boston for a while, and I'm just tag teaming fucking skyscrapers and towers left and right, and then I come over here to where the wild things are. I come over to the scum and villainy and true unbelievable scary sincerity of nature, and it's a little bit too much for me. It's kind of fucking awful. But nonetheless, we call an Uber. It's some like it's one of those fancy Ubers. It's like this like really old white guy who like is like in like a weird like fancy. Almost limo. Yeah. He takes us there. And we enter the house. We see the house. We enter the house, and immediately we take note of the weird like Asian iconography everywhere in the house. This house, as you will hear throughout this entire episode, is definitely fucking haunted. Like, no bones about it. It is haunted, and it is spooky to shit.
This was ground zero of the most lucrative child sex ring operation in the Northeast. There can be no doubt.
Would you like to?
They just drape themselves in opulent Chinese silks, just languishing in their illicit shit. That's
Great.
what it is.
Good.
It's good.
This house, like the way I described it was like everything was clean, but just some parts of it were really dirty. Like there was a sink like near the washer that was just like really dirty, and so it gave this air of like something's out of place.
That's where the slaves live.
Yeah, that's where the slaves live.
Yeah.
Like,
it was really off.
It felt like someone who lived here was really dirty by nature, and they just cleaned really hard to let us in. Assumably, so they could scrub off all the dead child fingerprints that were all over the places. Yeah, dude,
that's what it is.
Going to like any part of the basement with like a UV light on it would just all be white. It would just be like a fucking snowstorm.
It would be so white you wouldn't even realize there was something wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like the lights were UV lights. We just didn't realize because we just thought the walls were painted white, but it wasn't.
Well, let's talk about like just the children's toys that were
Yeah.
So
you walk down to the basement.
Like,
you walk down into the basement, and just like you turn right, and immediately you are confronted. You are like you are in a back alleyway. You are walking home. You're a young, defenseless girl, and up come like ready to take their prize, your womanhood, are like 3 Fisher-Price cars and a Fisher-Price table, like menacingly staring you down. Like absolutely fucking terrifying.
The weirdest thing about them was that half of those toys were in like weird plastic wrapping, like they were trying to be preserved or some shit.
There was a tiny slide, and there was a baby table chair. What do you call it?
Yeah, like a high chair or whatever. Yeah, and they were just like in like some weird like plastic wrap, like keeping them like in I guess just defended from the elements or something. It was very odd.
I've never understood why anyone would want to like cover their fucking like least of all like kids' toys and stuff. Like why and it's like hard plastic. It's like meant to get dirty and then just be like hosed off. Why the fuck does anyone cover their furniture in plastic? Like you can't enjoy it. It
wasn't supposed to be like you're supposed to use it with the plastic sheet on. We were supposed to take them off if we wanted to use them. Like,
there's literally no need to protect these from the elements. They are baby shit that's designed to like be exposed and like be abused.
It's
weird.
We expose them, all right. We expose them super fucking hard.
Well, okay, we got to talk about the little like photo booth for children's sex pictures.
Oh, the intimate.
I'm going to nickname it the Illicit Enclave. I think it's
good.
I'm about it.
The Illicit Enclave.
Yeah.
It's this like little like indent in the wall that is like a completely different like wallpaper, like so it like looks different, and there is like what would you describe like curtains,
lace curtains, lace curtains in front of it that you can pull open and expose this like chandelier light, this small chandelier dangling from above. Like,
I mean,
what
we joke about it being like a child pornography thing, but I cannot think about what the actual usage of it is.
Yeah, no, that was really what spawned like the child porn thing just hardcore, because it's just what else is this for?
I have all right. Maybe it's just the fact that there were children's toys scattered all over the basement, but like what it looks like to me with its like tiny with that little lamp, that like hanging lamp that like hung really low.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like maybe you were supposed to put a tiny little table in there, and maybe like little girls would have like a tea party in there or something.
I mean, maybe. And then someone like takes pictures of them from the outside. I agree.
No,
that's what it was for.
The lamp hung like to like my chin, the lamp hung like below head level. So like it was not a space designed to be used by like a fully grown adult. So I don't know.
Well, not while they're standing up anyway.
Yeah.
God,
no,
disgusting.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, dude, if that chandelier tonight did not betroth a 3-year-old puss, then I don't know what the fuck else is going on within the entirety of the world.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, in my headcanon, maybe the place was used. It was like literally like they built this enclave to take like school pictures of like their kids to be like, but like why would you build an enclave for that instead of like go to a fucking like photo booth?
I mean, I can
or, like,
only assume
professionals
that the people living here are not the first people to own this house, and it used to just be a weird indent in the wall, and they thought, oh, wouldn't it be cute to put a little curtain here for, something?
Maybe, man. Maybe, man.
It's the illicit enclave. It's fucking cursed. Destroy
It's
it.
the illicit enclave, as used by the illicit conclave. These are the people that came to use it. Yes.
Oh.
That's right.
Speaking of like weird shit, there's a lot of like lore to be had by rummaging through all the drawers and stuff in the house.
Proves
Remember
that
the
level
tennis
design
guy?
can
Remember
be
Tennis
narrative.
Boy? The fucking Gomu Gomu no Tennis Man? My favorite character at Radcon 3.
This proves,
Incredible.
This fucking proves that level design can be narrative with all the shit that we deduced from this fucking house.
I felt like
Gone
a fucking detective boy, like a Professor Layton going around like, oh, what the fuck?
Right, like you're just fucking Phoenix Wright, like examining every little thing and like you're gathering evidence
Just
and putting it in your log.
Just trying to put the pieces together. What happened?
Like
here?
a very used part of Radcon was this notebook that me and Hippo found to write down something that we're working on, and this is like the most fucked up thing I think was there was this notebook that was just like this like really like pretty girl like glitterily like rainbows and unicorns, just like spiral notebook.
Glitterally.
Then you open it, and Hippo, like, how do I describe it? It's like genealogy. It's
I passingly said it's like ectobiology, sort of like DNA was being like analyzed of like certain people.
Yeah. Like
Uh-oh.
It didn't know what it was. I feel like maybe it could have been like biology homework of the girl who owned it, but it didn't look like that. It looked kind of fucked up.
More likely though is what's that thing Hitler did to guide human evolution?
Eugenics.
You know what I'm talking about? Eugenics. Most likely it was eugenics.
There was a
That's
lot
my
of lines
guess.
and dots and like DNA.
they're like mom and dad or like grandpa,
Or maybe it was like
Punnett
finding out
squares?
like family trees or something, or like genes passing from like recessive and like
it definitely
something
was like
genes.
it was not like a family tree per se. It was definitely like genes.
Yeah.
I just want to comment on that. The word glitterally was used there,
Yeah.
which I imagine is like a fairy uses that, like a Valley Girl fairy. Is like, I was glitterally fucking Brad last night, and it was awesome.
I don't
that's
know
my
how I'm going to find
contribution.
that yet, but literally copyright that because that is good.
That's pretty good. That's not bad. I imagine the fairy girl, I forget her name, from what is it? Honey Pop
Tinkerbell.
from Honey Pop. That's the one. Well, Tinkerbell too.
I was gonna say it is funny that Munchie,
Caillou.
the
Her
man
name's
with
Caillou.
the man with the Tinkerbell shirt, came with literally
Yeah. Hell yeah.
in
That
character for
Tinkerbell
the
shirt
win.
is the best thing I fucking own, by the way.
It's pretty great. Hey, I want to talk about something, and it's about.
Well,
this
I think
didn't end
before we move on, I should mention that the creepy room, the illicit enclave. The first thing that we do is, of course, me and Munchie record a vlog in that room.
Yeah.
That's where Art Apologies was, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit! Should I not mention that? Is that a
That's fine.
surprise?
Okay.
Fuck it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think
okay.
we've thrown it around on social media a couple times. It's mentioned in my interview, so it's already out there.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
That's
good.
fine.
Good. Well. Wait. Were you making a point about that, or are you just saying that that's where you filmed that?
I'm just saying that like we're talking about how horrible and disturbing it is.
Oh,
So the
yeah.
first thing we do is like we have to use this as a prop,
Yeah.
Of
obviously.
course.
yeah.
I was actually sad I didn't use it for anything. Though I will. People probably saw pictures of this, but we just put Vriska in the middle of there, or Gib did, and then we just left her there like the
Yeah.
entire week that we were there.
Yeah.
Vriska
Yeah.
and
She was
Hippo.
hanging out at the pool table for a while.
Yeah,
That's true.
Vriska and Hippo were like, I put them around in certain locations just so that, like in the background of footage, I would be able to tell, oh yeah, this was post Vriska in the thing or pre Vriska in the thing.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
you know,
That's not a
nobody
bad idea,
needed to
actually.
move them, just so it was like,
Yeah.
oh,
That's true.
That's cool.
I liked Vriska with the 8-ball. Very good.
Yes.
Very good.
Alright,
Okay, listen
so-
to this though.
Okay.
Let's talk about what cowards Munchie, Tom, in Gibar.
I'm not a coward.
Because
No.
here's why though. Because when I get there, the big
Oh,
old
that.
master bedroom
okay.
is wide
No.
open.
Well,
All right,
first of
here's
all,
I can understand
Shut the
why.
fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Nate. The reason that no one took
Why?
that room is the exact same reason you were hesitant to take the room when you first got there. You were like,
Okay.
I like this room. It's great, but it is exposed and I don't actually have my own private room. That was your big
that's true.
complaint.
Yeah,
and
'cause-
that's why none of us picked it, because we knew that Ben or someone was going to be in the back and we wanted to fucking not have to deal
We had
with
to stay
anyone
far
else.
away.
Because the
Yeah.
because the big bedroom that you claimed, it was like a big open room with like a corridor, like an non-enclosed corridor sort of leading behind it to a secondary room, which was colloquially known as the Brat's room, because there was nothing in there. There was nothing in there but a tiny mat. Well, a fairly small mattress and a Brat's sleeping bag on the floor.
Obviously child
Which
rape
because
happened
you
here.
claim, because
that's-
you were the second to last one there, you claimed the big bedroom, so then I got stuck with the Brat's room because I was the last to arrive.
It's funny.
because you're a brat.
Ben,
It's 'cause
Ben.
you're a brat.
Well, sure.
Ben, it's funny. We have this on video, and me and Munchie were going through the house. But as soon as we got to that room, we knew, like, this is Ben's room. Like,
Well,
confirmed.
of course,
It's gonna
because
happen.
of course I'm gonna get the shit room because I arrived late.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah,
But
like
there-
every
when I
other.
saw that,
But I was so
when I saw
jealous
that-
of you guys having real bedrooms. You have no fucking.
when I saw
idea.
that kingly bed, I knew this was my home. I
Well,
knew
you see, Nate.
instantly.
No, I
it's
would have
the
wanted
same
one of the
size
normal
as all the
ones.
other beds.
No, it's not. It's way bigger.
Well, it's
It was a
slightly
bit
bigger.
bigger.
That was
Well,
a king-size bed. Yours are doubles. Yours are all doubles.
No.
Okay,
They're-
fine, whatever.
Everyone's
You
bed was
have a
pretty
bigger
big.
bed. The thing is, I'm a small person. I don't need that, so I'm not a coward for not choosing the oversized bed when I have a perfectly good bed in the room that I was in.
You... nah.
I didn't even take up 1/8 of the bed I had.
Yeah, but it's fun to be a gigantic
number
bed
again.
and just be a tiny little ball in the center.
I just find it
That's
interesting
what it
that,
was.
like, that room technically is just one gigantic
I-
room
I-
that's, like, half the entire top floor.
I like
just
to
from a
curl up
design
into a ball.
standpoint.
I like to lie in a big bed and curl up into a little ball and imagine that I'm the ball in Kirby Pinball, and that's what I did, and that's what I do, and
Okay,
that's
well,
fun
that's
for
gay.
me. There you go.
But okay, if we're still going to run this in chronological order, me and Tom scope out the house. We we know about this. We had a test live stream that's supposed to be just like for like patrons.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
No, skip this story. Skip this story.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
the description of the stream is "Psst, keep it secret" or something like that.
Yeah,
and
like,
immediately
secret.
Nate is like, I'm tweeting this to everybody.
I made a mistake.
Yeah. So
I was just talking about our live streaming capabilities, which became an integral part of Radcon, and it was great. So I'm glad we did that.
Yeah.
And so then we leave to get Hippo, and then this is where the story accelerates for all of us.
yes, it does.
So we go over to pick up Hippo. We can't find him for a couple of minutes, but we get him. We get him. It's fine.
Yeah.
A couple minutes is like almost 20 minutes.
Yeah. And so keep in mind, this is important for later. Hippo comes with a suitcase, obviously, and he's lugging it around. So just keep in mind, with all that I'm saying, keep in mind Hippo has a suitcase with him.
And a heavy backpack
Yes.
as well.
Yeah, it's like the suitcase is like, I would say, like at least like half your size, if not more so. It's a pretty massive suitcase.
We have like a small fan meetup that no one comes to at South Station. Embarrassing.
That's right.
Well, no. I'm not embarrassed by that. I'm offended because we were doing that live stream that Nate made public, and everyone's like, "Do a meetup." And we're like,
true.
"Should we? Okay." So we say we're gonna do a meetup, and then nobody shows up. So everyone, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, really embarrassing.
well,
so
yeah.
anyway, we decide, okay, before we go back to the house, let's have dinner in Boston. That'll be nice. That'll be fun. And it was. So we go to Italy. Shout out to Italy in the Prudential Center. We go there. I order some really good shit. Hippo gets fucking like muck.
I get the worst shit. I get spaghetti.
I liked it though. Everyone else said it was gross, but I had some at the tail end. I thought it was pretty good.
It's okay, but like you can't have like a whole plate full of it. I wanted, but I ate it because I had to.
It was really
I
good.
was
It was a
hungry.
gross pasta dish that was disgusting. But anyway.
Okay.
So we're eating dinner, and then we were like, okay, we need groceries for the house, and we also need to get to the house before like the last train home. And there are no open grocery stores near the house because it's late at night. So
And it's
we
the
have
middle
our-
of nowhere.
Yeah, it's the middle of nowhere. So our plan is we will get groceries here, and we will bring them to a house on the train.
Turns out there was a grocery store pretty close by.
Well, it
in
was
the
not
end.
open. We checked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did that. So we get groceries. Then we're like getting groceries. We're getting a ton of shit. And then we realize, wait a second. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to carry this on the train.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
we have like 20 bags or something ridiculous.
Really?
Like
Jeez.
that.
Okay. All right.
So we decided, okay, let's get more groceries later. And so we had, keep in mind, Hippo still has the suitcase. So we've gotten all this shit. We've gotten all this fucking food. We're like, each of us are carrying at least 7 bags, if not more.
Mm-hmm.
I am like they're like 4 bags per arm for me. I'm like a fucking colossus. I'm just carrying just a weird amount of bags on both arms. I cannot use my hands. We get to the
that's right.
station.
We had to like two person Uber order.
Yeah. So we get to the South Station. Then the train is about to leave. We rush to get our tickets. Like, Tom goes up to the guy and he's like, "Hey, we're going to Sharon, Massachusetts." This is on the I don't know, like this is on some line, but he specifically says, "I'm going to Sharon." And he's like, and the guy just like twiddles his clit for a little bit, and he's just like, okay.
This guy is going so painfully. So he's like talking to his buddy in the like thing next to him, and he's like, "Yeah, fucking whatever." I'm like, "Dude, our train leaves in 5 minutes. I need to go to Sharon, Massachusetts. Can I have 3 tickets?" He's like, I don't know. I gotta finish pulling my dick out of this guy right here. Maybe in like an hour." And just slowly, ever so painfully slowly, seconds devolving into hours as I'm just sitting there waiting.
Yeah.
We're all holding groceries. Gibbs still has this giant fucking suitcase. We're all just standing there like madmen. The train is like in the station. We can see it. And it's like, fuck. So like, okay, he finally gives me the tickets. And we're like, all right. So we all start booking it. We're like running like disgusting retards with all these bags. And we get to the end of the train and the door isn't open. So we have to keep going and keep going all the way to the first car. There's like
Tom,
7 or 8 cars.
Hold on. We cannot overstate the disgusting retardation of what we did. Us running with all of our fucking groceries from sea to shining fucking sea. We had we were lugging all this fucking like bags of cereal and pizza rolls. We were running as fast as we could. Have you seen me? I'm the fattest person in the entire world. It was the worst experience of my fucking life, hauling ass all these fucking groceries to this train.
Yeah, like it was especially like daunting because I could hear the train about like revving up as we were like 3 cars down. Like we still had like 4 cars to get past until before
this is
we could
10
get
o'clock. This is the last train of the entire day. So if we fuck this up, we're staying at South Station tonight. It's bad.
I felt like we would leave somebody home behind. Like I wasn't sure we would all get on the train.
Yeah, what if only 2 of you had made and Gib had been left behind?
No, it would have been
scratching
me.
at the
It would have
door.
been me.
Okay.
It was like, I think I counted like 10 seconds before the train actually started moving after we got on.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking close, bro.
So after that, was it smooth sailing?
No, wait, hold on. So,
the story continues.
I just need to pad this out for a little bit because it deserves the narrative weight that it had. So we're running there. We're like, we have to get to the train. We have to get to the train. So we reach the train. We reach the caboose. The door's not open. We keep fucking running until we get to the front of the train. So like we are in reach of the train. Like we can see the train. We can see the fucking pasty white fucks in the train. But we know that we still might not get on the train. But we make it there. We get inside.
Nice.
We go. We're all panting. Gabe records that vlog that was just recently released about how I'm saying don't be fat. That's great. So we're all like, okay, the worst of it is over. Like this is fine. We're just waiting to get to the house. We're gonna have to call an Uber. And then, Tom, would you like to explain what happened?
Yeah. Okay. So we're on the train, and I'm like, we're on the train for like a while, and I don't remember how long we were on the train before. But I'm also like really fucking tired at this point. So I'm like, I'm fat. I'm full of food. I just went to Italy. I carried all these bags. I have a newfound appreciation for fucking Rock Lee with all the weighted clothes, because like I just ran around with like an extra 50 pounds worth of weight. Like that guy's a fucking champ. Okay, I get it. I understand now. So that focus is an enlightening experience. I'm like, okay, for some reason I just decided to check the schedule and I make a terrifying discovery. This train does not stop in Sharon.
It stops one stop before.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Remember, I specifically said to dude in someone else's ass at the train station, I'm going to Sharon, and he sold me 3 tickets to a train that does not go to Sharon. So I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He just is like, well, I guess I'll just give him whatever fucking train is here, and just gave me tickets that just happened to line up kind of sort of where we needed to go, but not really. Yeah. So shout out to that guy for being a total fucking retard. So I just like do the walk of shame, like because Munchie is like way farther down the train car at this point for reasons I don't fully understand. He decided to just bomb away.
Well, no, because I couldn't hear the stops, so I wanted to be closer to the speaker.
Okay. So I just like do the walk of shame down, and I'm like, Munchie, we have a problem. We're not going to Sharon.
So it's at this point where we all achieve broken brilliance, and we just like we just ride the train to its natural conclusion. We get off. Keep in mind, like we stop a stop before, and the train just continues going the way of Sharon. It's not like there was any like divergent path. So it just like
they just won't let you on it. Yeah. Okay.
So we get off. We're in some unfamiliar town. We all are like freezing to death. Like it starts to snow.
We need to clarify. Like we stop. Like before we were in the woods, which was creepy enough. But this time we stop, and it's just like in the middle of like some like ghetto like there's just like garages and shit everywhere. Like it feels like this is where you're gonna go to get fucking mugged and killed. And we're just standing out there, like in the middle of this like nowhere ghetto place with tons of groceries, a big fucking bag of Hippo's like luggage, and look like idiots because we don't know where we are. And then it starts to snow.
Okay, that's funny. Why don't you just get an Uber?
That's what we're doing.
That's what we did.
That's what we end up
waiting
doing
for the Uber. Keep in mind, this was late at night in a small town. It's not gonna take 5 minutes. It took like 15 minutes at least to get the Uber.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty.
We were just sitting there like lying up against like the train platform.
Yeah, just wondering how did it come to this?
And we were giggling about how fucked everything is, and it was great. It was a St. Patrick's Day
really
miracle.
Nice.
I think.
We were talking about like ways to warm ourselves up by like cutting open our body to get like to the warm blood that's inside our body and like spilling it around so that we can all be warm. It was nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Who's going to be the sacrificial tauntaun in this situation to keep the rest of us alive?
It was great. So we get in the Uber. The guy's taking us home, and that Uber trip is basically like a hazy dream for me.
Yeah, it was really weird.
The only thing, which is like a really small, unrelated thing, but I feel like
we all connected to this part.
Yeah. We all like tuned in. Like none of us said anything the entire trip, but we all noticed this. There's a Geico commercial where the commercial starts out like this. It does not say it's a commercial. It's just it just starts off like this. Did you know that, like, I don't know, whoever the fuck was the first black female worker at NASA? And then the tone shift to like interesting facts like that may surprise you, but what won't surprise you is how much you can save at Geico.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I know.
It immediately snapped us all out of our fever dream. We're just like, oh my god, we're alive, and like it still sucks. What the fuck?
That's just like the laziest kind of virtue signaling I've ever heard in my life.
It was like the first time I.
It's
really
literally remember
to...
black women.
Yeah.
Remember black. I do.
Now I had never like heard real
of
like
black
American.
Women. I hadn't heard of this.
I had never heard like real American like commercials before. I'd only heard like fake ones from like GTA or like on The Simpsons and stuff, like things that are obvious parodies. This I was very surprised to learn that they're not parodies. They're exactly true, and American commercials are insane.
Yeah. It's
that one was particularly baffling.
That one was particularly we all die.
Life imitates
right
art. Clearly.
Okay, so we get inside. We immediately die. We're all dead. We wake up. We wake up the next morning, and we start to record a Let's Play.
The worst Let's Play of all time.
What?
The worst Let's Play of all time.
Yeah, I don't know if that's even going to get released or where.
What was it of? What was the game?
It'll be released.
Okay.
Tell me the game, goddammit.
It was Super Smash Bros. Melee. And it was this is a fighting game between me and Hippo. So it's just us being silent, trying to beat one another, saying nothing. And like this is the first content of Radcon was this shitty.
I mean, that sounds like prime T-Bat plays content right there. It sounds wonderful, you know.
The good stuff, you mean?
Digi shows up, and that's miraculous.
Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
He shows up during the Let's Play, which is recorded.
Oh,
which
okay.
is why it's going up.
And I took that snippet and put it in my video of fucking, you know, when I was on my way to Radcon. Remember that? I took the clip of Digi showing up and you all freaking out, put it in my Weaga What. That's what it was. That's that clip.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Okay. Fucking okay. Digi like rolls out this giant list of the stuff he wants to do at Radcon. Keep in mind, viewers, Digi was not involved at all with like making Radcon, and we had
zero involvement in planning Radcon.
And we had all like said
also Ben was also zero involved in planning Radcon.
Yep. Pretty much
that
not do anything.
That's it.
So we had all like scheduled and like made plans for, like, all right, we're gonna do this and this. Everyone like here's the ideas we all want to do. Digi just like does not know about any of that, and he just shows up with his own fucking like written on like sketchbook fucking paper. And he's listing off all these ideas. All the ideas, like I don't want to say any of them, but like all of them are like weird and kind of crackpot. And here's something important for a narrative I want to weave real quick. Mm-hmm. He announces this show called the Belching Fart Podcast.
Yeah, which is out now. You can listen to it.
Which and like immediately,
I've never heard of this.
Me, Tom, and Hip, like all go like silent, and just like the Belching Fart Podcast. and like he just continues.
About this. Yeah,
he just continues like, relentlessly. He just continues listing off things. So we don't have really time to talk to him about that. But you know, as the first day goes on, like me and Digi have like downtime, and so he's like, all right, let's go record the Belching Fart. Let's just go and do it. And then I'm like, no, Digi, this is the worst. This is the worst thing you've ever done to another human. And he's just like, no, the concept of the Building Fire podcast is that every episode there will be a new, people will play a new character. So it'll just be like a character only podcast, which is pretty aimless, and there's there's no real inspiration that you can take. It's just like, fuck you, make a character. So
also, Michelle saw that and was like, "I'm not watching this video just based on the name alone."
Yeah.
Just letting you know. Okay,
that's completely fine. So what happens is I'm basically like roped into doing this podcast because there's nothing else that I can do right now. Everyone else is doing stuff like making wrestlers or preparing for the lecture or something. So I walk downstairs and I have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna do. I just whip up something really fast. I play like a Native American ERPer. This is nothing.
That's
character.
right.
There's no comedy here. And here's the thing. This is Digi's idea. This is Digi's child. I do not want to do this podcast. So it turns on, and Digi plays this character where he doesn't say a lot. So I am just forced to carry the entirety of this shitty Belching Fart podcast playing the Native American erotic role player. So
nothing.
I think what needs to be met, to people who haven't heard the podcast, Munchie just goes ham for a straight 10 minutes, and we're all upstairs making wrestlers, and all of a sudden we just hear a muted scream that just continues for 10 minutes, and we're like, I guess this is the Belching Fart podcast, everybody.
And I noticed that the footage with it it's like duplicated mirrored footage of Arm Retrieval Con with glitchy shit and static over it.
What?
Yeah, it's out, and it's got I'm in it and Ethan's in it a little bit, and it's just got.
God.
Have you not seen it?
Have you not seen it?
What?
Go look at it. It's in the playlist right now.
Fucking hell.
I don't know what the plan was, but it's.
I don't think there was a plan. I don't know.
There was no plan.
Digi's editing is off the wazoo lately.
And so Digi has maybe 30 seconds of voice time in this podcast that he forced me to do, and that's about the podcast.
I bet Digi wishes he was here so that he could defend himself instead of going to bed.
If only he had been invited to be on this episode. If only we had thought to be that courteous, Well, Maybe next time.
Well, yeah.
Maybe next time.
Well, is this Munchie? Is this the point where your voice completely just like gets blown out, or did this already happen?
I think it's later, but like very, very early on in Radcon, my voice shatters. my voice breaks into 1,000 fucking pieces, and like basically for the entirety of Radcon, it does not reach the same purity as it did at the first day. Like most of the time, it's just absolutely fucked up, and like you can very easily tell that is not in any condition. Also, okay.
Are you seeing this?
Yeah, I'll link this in the show notes.
Yeah, good.
This is fucked up. Why did he do this?
Look, Digi's got a lot of zany ideas. Some of them are interesting. This is one of the less interesting.
They can't all be winners. What can we say?
That's all I'm saying. If Digi was here, I would love to hear him defend his
ideas.
Well,
he put it in a Patreon-exclusive podcast that I guess none of us will ever know about.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's true.
What a bastard.
No, I'm sure he'd link us, but whatever. Anyway.
Yeah. What else happens on the first day? Hippo, you have a journal. I have a journal as well, but I don't know where it is, or else I would.
Let me get my journal out. I was keeping.
We're 40 minutes into the podcast, and we're just getting to the end of the first day.
Yeah.
We're not gonna go into super depth on the whole thing, unless we are. I mean, I don't mind.
I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
We ran to the thing, got on, I think there was a brief moment where we explained to Digi why arm retrieval was good and Homestuck was good.
Yeah, that podcast never happened. We were talking about, I wanted you guys to hard sell me on Homestuck, because I'm still not convinced.
Okay.
We need to do that at some point.
We still have to.
Yeah.
I feel like the hardest sell on Homestuck is just like, I don't know, like armor, not armor shield, because armor shield was just like it'll help you understand Homestuck and appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like how to like.
It won't actually sell you on it.
Yeah. I feel like I would have to write a big old thing. I have to write an essay on why you should read Homestuck.
There honestly needs to be unique content that is why you should read Homestuck.
Yeah,
like what's good about it. Like what didn't what's his face make a video about that? That guy out there in the world. Who? Say that again?
Textox?
Yes.
No.
Yes, him.
I
well, okay. Someone should make it anyway.
He just explained Homestuck in a succinct way.
Well, fuck that. Someone should say why it's good and worth reading now that it's over.
Tom, one day, maybe even soon, I'll do a podcast on that with you.
I'm ready.
But here's the short sell. It is the epitome of everything that I enjoy in art. It is succinct, non-meandering, cutthroat, incredible, great dialogue. It is the best dialogue I've ever seen in any piece of art ever. It speaks to me on an emotional level, and the art is everything that I hope to be in my entire life.
Up to XX.
Yeah, up to XX.
Yeah, what? I don't know. Succinct, really?
I don't know what the word succinct means.
But I know I won it.
But that's okay.
Briefly or clearly expressed. Yeah, I would say it's just there are a lot of ideas that are all expressed succinctly. It's just so fucking dense. There's just a ton of ideas per Pesterlog, and they're all explained in great,
Well, let's not get into why Homestuck's good and too depth.
You got to save something for the podcast where I get my mind blown.
All right, I got my journal.
Yeah, I do as well.
Get us back on track.
We recorded a podcast around the table. That never worked. I think because we lost the audio.
Yeah, the audio's disappeared into the nether.
But the reason we were having that is because Digi was we were all outside on in the snow on the playground like a swing bench, and we were just talking about cool shit, and it was really nice and chill, and I love it. I remember that memory very fondly of just talking, and then we went inside and talked some more and tried to film it, but it didn't work. And that was day one. I also smoked weed at the end of the day, I think.
Whoa! What?
I smoked a bit of a weed. Digi was like, "Dude, try it," and I'm like, "Okay."
Did you get high as fuck, bro?
I didn't. I mean, I've heard that since explaining that I did not get high, people have said, "Oh yeah, that's normal. The first time you don't get high."
This is the police.
And
I've come for your weed.
It's legal in Massachusetts though.
but you're illegal in real life.
For the first couple of days, making Royal Rumble wrestlers is a huge chunk because we had to explain why we had to remake them.
About remaking the wrestlers.
Tell us why.
The reason was we had assumed that Digi would bring his PlayStation 3 with the old wrestling game.
We had discussed it specifically.
We had asked him to do it, and please
this is what we get for relying on
don't
Digi.
have to remake the wrestlers.
These were my
at
thoughts.
least not all of them.
Right.
What actually happened is that Digi brought the PS3, and he didn't realize that it wasn't downloaded onto the system. He didn't realize he needed to bring the CD.
I listened to his exact words, and what he thought, you said, like you had said to him, like, bring the PlayStation 3 and WWE. Our characters are in the PlayStation. So, like, what he thought was that, like, the game disc was in the PlayStation. And he did not check. He just brought the PlayStation.
What the fuck? Guys, weed does not make you smart. Weed does not make you smart. It just doesn't do it.
What I didn't even know that's what it was. I thought it was like he assumed it was like digitally downloaded onto the system.
You could have checked. You could have checked. You could have
check
didn't
what
even
fucking,
check that.
Maybe you swapped the disc out. Why wouldn't you check what disc is in your PS3? Oh my, whatever.
Anyway,
whatever. It's fine.
It was a big old fuck.
So we had to remake the entirety of the cast.
Well, before that.
It worked out fine. It worked out fine. You know,
it worked out fine. It was just like a lot of extra stuff.
I kind of think it's better
though.
that we had new iterations.
Yeah,
I know, but I
did
not need to recreate Hippo. It was so simple the first time. It was fine.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, it wasn't just that he didn't have the game. We had to get the game, and I had like a digital version of the game, like tied to my PlayStation Network account. So I signed in. I made an account with my thing, and I downloaded it, and it took a long time to download. And I had assumed that it was the same game as the one we used, but it was like 2014 instead of 2012. Right. So we did have to make everything again.
Great.
And then we just spent a long time making wrestlers, and that's the bit I hate the most. I just don't like seeing like footage of Radcon with like wrestlers in the background again. Like, god damn it.
I think it's kind of nice. I kind of like that. That's kind of a backdrop of things going
on.
on.
The emotional
all right, maybe it is for other people,
Yeah.
but every single time it's happened, I feel like I have been the one to do most of the work in getting
100%,
that happening.
absolutely.
And now, like every time I see it, I'm like, oh god, nobody's gonna do all these wrestlers. I have to just fucking power through them because nobody will fucking do it because it's really boring. And I hate it so much. I never want to do it again.
For fucking grinding that shit out like a fucking champion.
Hippo, you didn't make like most of the stuff that we recorded possible. You were like pretty much the one.
Yeah, we just kind of like, for some reason, we just kind of commandeered your laptop. Like, that's the streaming bitch now, and you just were just like, okay, and just fucking did it. And we didn't really ask you to, you just did. So yeah, thanks for facilitating that.
I'm glad you appreciate me. I felt like Victor 2 there. I felt like a little Victor trying to get everything set up.
You fucking crushed it, dude. Like I feel kind of bad for like just relegating you to that role, but it happened kind of unconsciously, but in retrospect, shit. That wasn't the best way of doing it.
I mean, I would rather, like, I take the burden and make sure that everything runs smoothly than, like, not take the burden because, well, it's not fair. Like, I'd rather it be unfair than it not get done because we only have, like, 10 days.
Yeah.
That is exactly my approach as well.
That's a good attitude to have, and that's why things got done.
There are two types of people in this world. There are hypocrites and there are digibros.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say me and Tom also do art apologies. Do you want to explain what art apologies is real quick, Tom?
Yeah, so art apologies was, we had an idea for doing this well before Radcon. Like we said, we need to get this done. The idea was just that we both have long form narrative projects that we've just not gotten out the door.
Have not delivered on whatsoever.
And it's terrible. And we both like are into the ideas of each other's stories, but like for some reason we're just refusing to actually make them public for whatever reason. So we decided to like get on our knees and beg for forgiveness from everyone who...
No, I would not describe it like that, because we were very clear that this is in no way asking for forgiveness. This is in no way trying to lift the burden off of ourselves. And I think at one point we say like being meaner to us.
I agree. No, like it was we had the meme joke of like we're gonna go into the illicit chamber and get like on our samurai pose and beg forgiveness. We're like, no, we can't do that. We have to take this one on the cheek like men because we did fuck it up. This is our fault. And that was kind of like the whole thing, explaining the reason and not making an excuse of why it hasn't happened.
What's beautiful about that is that we recorded that, and then immediately, me and Tom did, like, the coolest thing of all of Radcon, in my eyes. And we just, like, sat together, like, back to back, basically, just in the basement, alone, silently, just hammering out shit for our comics. And it was beautiful.
It was like an hour straight of just grinding.
I wish I had been there for that part.
It was pretty dope.
It sounds, yeah.
I too.
We became brothers. A brotherly bond was formed.
Waiting for years for. Yeah, we all do.
Best anime ever, Ghost in the Shell. Nate.
One of these days, man. One of these days.
Do a best anime ever on something that is good, like not anime.
There's no such thing. Yeah.
There's no such thing as things that are good.
I'll cop to that.
Thank you.
What else? Oh,
guys.
Hippo. Should we keep our project secret, or you just want to?
I think we should for now.
Okay,
but there's a secret project.
Just know that like if there's ever there's a lot of times where we'll say what we did in a day, and you might think, well, that's not a lot of things, but there are a lot of projects that take more than a day, and we were just hammering them out in the background.
So there's a lot of
guys.
The entirety of Radcon, me and Hippo were working on a project together.
I won't say what the project is because, of course, you want to keep that secret. But I'm going to tell you right now, I bet it will never get done.
Whoa!
I bet it will never get done. That's my thought.
Wait, whose project were you saying?
Munchie and Hippos, their little project they were working on.
I
bet it will never ever be done.
I just have to record something.
I don't believe you. Then release it, and then I will be proved wrong. That is how I feel.
I believe.
Yeah, we'll see.
I believe it will be real.
I would love to be proved wrong, but I don't think I will.
All right. Well, I don't like your attitude.
Well,
I don't like.
I hope I'm wrong. I'll let that be motivational for you.
Yeah,
prove me wrong.
It is.
Shut up.
What else?
Finessed.
We do a Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze Let's Play, which
that was
great.
the first.
That was
the
great
first
one.
Stream.
They gave birth to the "Wow, that's really nice" Hippo meme. Which
That's
is a great
right.
Meme.
That meme. There's the first real meme of Radcon. Wow, that's really
was
nice.
That was before that. Yeah, that was before Dance Off Toilet Seats because that was you.
Oh,
and you show
absolutely.
up that night.
Yeah, that was the next day.
Yeah.
No, you shows up the next day.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh,
wait.
On the third day, I get up and I record Watery Advice, which is a vlog from the shower where I am naked and I explain why you should take showers and eat broccoli.
Illicit and explicit, not for children. Or maybe only for... Okay, real question. Should naked children only be viewable in media to other children? That's my real thought. Because, think about it.
God.
Kids can be naked around each other, and that's just fine. But, when there's an adult there...
tangents.
Nate, how young are we talking?
I mean... Let's say, literally, 6 years old. 6 years old.
Oh, there's no excuse.
That's really
there's
young.
no excuse
Maybe
ever.
even older.
I just feel like there's no way to really, accurately determine if it's a kid watching or not.
Well, we let children fuck each other, and that's fine.
God.
Why shouldn't they be
Not
allowed
6
to
years
watch
old.
porn of each other?
Not 6 years old.
Holy God damn it.
What day
Hashtag
are we
legalize
talking
it,
about?
ladies and gentlemen.
Hashtag
Sorry, I wasn't listening
because
because it was stupid and I don't care.
Yeah.
What day are we on?
Day 3.
Day 3. Was that when we got Victor?
Yes.
No, that's when we got.
No,
Nate.
isn't it? I thought.
That's when we got Nate.
I'm counting us running from the train, day 1.
Yeah,
and then from
that is
there.
day 1. So day 3 is when we got Nate.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I've got here day.
I showed up there really late.
Oh no.
No. Day 2 was Dan soft toilet seats. Nate came at the very end of the day. You did stealing your dad.
I got there on the 16th, which was the third day.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm fucking
going on?
right.
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
no.
whatever. It doesn't really matter. Whenever I got there, that was the day when Dan Soft Toilet Seat happened.
It did.
And let me tell you, Dan Soft Toilet Seat was an explosive piece of content that just like ruptured everyone's fucking like fecal matter and gray matter the moment it was conceived.
Oh, let's just tell the tale. Just to build up to it. It's very simple. You can infer it mostly from the video itself, but it's simply that I was just I'd used the toilet. It was gross. It was soft. It was gross. I come downstairs. I'm like, guys, what is with these fucking soft toilet seats? Like, that was so gross. Next time, I'll need to use a different toilet. And then Munchie drops the bomb on me that they are all soft. It's soft toilet seats all the way down. And then the anger bubbled over, and I said, someone turn on a camera. I have something to say. And they turned it on. And Gib did it.
And Genius was born.
Genius was born. Munchie came in with the actual character himself, giving birth.
It was kind of amazing how everything just fell into place like that. You just start like cutting like this insane promo. Munchie just goes ham, and Gib just silently does this insane camera work that just comes out of nowhere. Like no prep, nothing. It just all congealed perfectly. And I was just
rolling around on the floor.
I was just lucky to bear witness to such art. It was amazing.
Oh, this actually is relevant for when Nate gets here. When you go back to the child porn for a second.
Oh god.
Okay, sure.
We were going to record like some sort of video in the hot tub, but some guys thought it was going to be like it would be taken off of YouTube because I would be like shirtless.
Why? Because he's shirtless? Fucking you cowards!
Yeah,
what the hell? I know. Come on.
That is my biggest regret, that we didn't do anything funny with the hot tub. When
did you do something with
no.
it?
There was a hot tub?
There was a hot tub in Nate's.
Well, in the big master bedroom, there was that big bath. Hot
an
tub
indoor
thing.
hot tub.
Yeah.
I wanted to use it. I just didn't know. Like I didn't bring like swimming trunks. I didn't want to go naked.
Next
Gib and I had the idea.
We can do all the hot tub vlogs we want.
Oh,
this would not have worked at all. But it would have been hilarious if Gib and I had recorded the podcast in the hot tub.
Oh man,
with the water running. Yeah.
With the water running. Yeah.
That's
it would have been a nightmare.
missed opportunity.
It was a misstep. But like it was so echoey in there.
Even
and,
if it was just like an opening bit, it would have been hilarious.
It's that me and Gib care a little bit too much about actually saying reasonable things about One Piece on that show to like throw it away and make it undecipherable.
Flaw.
Yeah,
the greatest weakness of the podcast.
This is also the day where we record the first of 3 Still in Your Dads. This one is on Wendy's.
Yep.
All 3 of those with Still in Your Dads are fucking great, and they are live. This is my plan for the future, everyone. I think I said this before. Still in Your Dad deserves to be a live action show.
Yeah.
And it being a podcast is detrimental to itself because all the potential was fully realized in these fucking episodes where me and just imagine, guys, just like people, dear Still in Your Dad viewers, just think about it. Still in Your Dad and slapstick.
Whoa.
That's the real shit. That's what we've unlocked here today.
I was a participant in some degree in some of them, but I really have no idea what they're going to come out like.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see.
Yeah.
You were.
I was not prepared.
I contributed a little bit, but not really. Yeah. I was never a guy.
They're all beautiful. They all will be edited by the editor of the Spice Bro Pact, Ethan. Who also appears in the Belching Fart podcast, I suppose. Those will come out when they come out, and I think you will really, really like them. That's my pitch. Good job. Flipping to the next day. I feel like this is not really like a huge point. This is not content. But the night that Nate got there, we had all been like before. We had all been going to bed at like relatively normal times, like 11 or something. You know, like fine times. Then Nate gets there. We stay up to 5 in the morning talking about transgender issues.
Yeah, we do.
The discussion that was so black that we could not record. We would be
too
destroyed.
illicit and too explicit. I'm a good boy. # I am a good boy. I believe all the right things and none of the wrong things. Please be aware of that, everyone.
That's
that is
what
real
black
life.
means.
Is that a quote?
It's like a phrase that people say a little bit. It's not an exact quote or anything,
Okay.
but people say stuff like that. Yeah, you know.
Excellent. What else?
Yep.
That was good. I liked all of the moments where we were just chatting about stuff. It doesn't really work in online.
It's almost like we
say,
enjoy being friends or something. What a novel
it's kinda
concept.
Like the PCP moments where like if we record a PCP and then like everyone filters out and a couple people are left and then the people who are there still like talk for like hours about real shit. That's like equivalent. Well, whatever. That's like the equivalent of like when you're at Radcon, like everyone's around filming for the day, and then all the people who are doing other stuff leave, and then it's just like a bunch of people hang out, and then you have the real talky time.
Yeah,
just
it's really
broing
nice.
it out.
That was what I like on the first day when me, Digi, Tom, and Hippo just all talked about like what we're doing and like what the future's gonna be. It was great. The next day, we pick up Victor, and this is when a terrible trend starts, where like the day actually starts at 1 p.m.
Yeah,
that's not good. That's not. It's because we stayed up so late the day before.
Yeah, we
I mean, it's because I got there so late, and what was I gonna do? Go to bed and not hang out with my bros? What could I do? You know, it was unfortunate, but you know.
So we get Victor, and we were like, let's go out to eat. Terrible idea. This was really fun, but in retrospect, a terrible fucking idea. So we went out to a Chinese restaurant and we spent like 2 hours there.
That's right.
All told.
It was oddly a long time.
Yeah.
We waited around a lot. Like the service was not quick.
Then we went back to the house and then so Nate's there and that unlocked a lot of like mostly everyone's here. We can do a bunch of stuff now. That unlocked a lot of potential. But then immediately. Nate and Hippo like huddle into the basement, scurry away.
Oh yes.
And immediately record a 5-hour Kingdom Hearts
GRPG, baby.
I mean,
no one anticipated it would be that long.
We should have, but we didn't.
Wasn't the Lisa GRPG like 4 hours or something?
No, that was because something fucked up with the recording. We had to do it twice.
Yep.
God. But this also had technical issues, and we had to start over. We didn't start over, but we had to pick it up at some point. We had a break in between.
I remember after
literally 5 hours of footage
2.5 hours, you guys come up and oh god, that was so long. You're like, oh no, we're just taking a break. We're not even close. I'm just like, oh Jesus Christ.
It's gonna be a big boy. It's a big strong lad that I'm gonna upload.
I can't wait. I'm really excited.
For the rest of the day, because that started at 3 or something.
It was 5 p.m. or something. Yeah, whatever it was.
And it lasted for 5 fucking hours. There was really not a whole lot else we could do because we were all fucking beat.
Yeah, the day got pretty slayed by that.
Yeah.
I mean, hey,
what
we
I
had
was
to do
hoping
it,
was that people would, make their wrestlers or
we did make
work
wrestlers
on
while you were
some.
doing.
You made a couple, and good job.
I guess.
Me and Digi left to write the skit that I talked about that was not produced, unfortunately. And then we ended the day with the Mario Odyssey stream, which was really
that
funny.
was really late.
Yeah, it was really funny because it was framed as Nate loves the
Digi
Switch.
actually plays Mario Odyssey. Yeah,
and Digi was just playing it silently, and me and Hippo were just relentlessly, ruthlessly fucking obliterating the game on.
I mean, even Digi was less, was significantly less critical than he had been up to that point. I mean, I think he's gone through an arc with Mario Odyssey. It's been a journey. It's been an odyssey,
if you will.
Hey, there you
I never liked Mario Odyssey. It always looked kind of gross, and I don't care. And the hat's
I definitely do not like
man.
the way that it looks.
Well, that's fine. I mean, okay, just quick aside. Do you think it looks better than the last one, than Mario 3D World or whatever? I think it definitely does.
I don't really like the way either of them look.
Neither do I.
Okay, that's fine.
The only Mario I like is Galaxy.
Best Mario is Sunshine. Best 3D Mario is Sunshine objectively.
3D World looks good because it looks like blocks and it looks like a Mario game. Odyssey doesn't look like a Mario game.
I guess I see your point. Okay, well,
I feel like that's
whatever.
good. Well, that's not fucking good. Who cares?
Not now.
Yeah,
no,
not now.
If not now, when? When will we hash out the most important issue of our day?
That's the next PCP episode, Mario Odyssey.
Next PCP, Mario Odyssey.
You know what? I bet people
Mario
would like that, but whatever.
Guys.
Yeah, you're right.
Fuck yeah.
Then what happened?
The next
Did we play Kirby
the next
that
day.
day? Was that Kirby?
No.
That was the next day. No, it was 2 days later.
The
Maybe it was the next day.
Is when the final fucking character is unlocked of the main character.
We get
we're not talking about the bonus. The bonus character will come later. The bonus, you have to beat the main adventure mode, but you have to end with your time being 2, and then you can unlock him in a fight. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the main character. Ben Saint arrives. He blasts into the fucking atmosphere.
One thing I want to say is that both Ben and Nate, when they arrived, Nate was like screaming and punching cereal and running around like a crazy boy.
That's right.
And then Ben also has like a strange, like, he could not stop screaming at everything. It was really funny.
Yeah,
it was funny.
Really funny.
Sometimes you just gotta scream, man. You just gotta let it all out.
Okay, so we think of
Scream, shout, let it all out. That is what Radcon is all about.
Yes.
Come on. There you go. There you go. Okay.
We pick up Ben, and we're like, okay, let's go home and immediately do the PCP 100. You know, we got it.
Yeah,
so
damn right.
Let's do it.
At 1 p.m. Eastern Central Time, we tweet. Here we go, guys.
No.
We're going live soon. It's gonna be good. Strap the fuck in.
We had no idea the labor.
4 hours later. 4 hours later, we're still waiting.
It was like 5 hours that it took.
It was hell on earth. It was.
Our boy Tom is the MVP.
Oh my God.
I still don't understand what happened. By the way, what occurred?
Okay,
All right, we
Give
have
it a video.
There's a video for the Kickstarter backers and potentially people
the pay boys, the rich boys.
The pay boys.
Shout out to my rich boys out there.
When Nate and Tom explain what happened technical ways, but you can give like a little short version here.
Yeah, so
the short version is that Victor, in an attempt to connect it, we were trying to live stream it, which is where there were issues. Because we were trying to live stream, we wanted to live stream from Victor's camera. He had to connect his camera to the Wi-Fi of the house. This posed challenges as like the ports that they connect to, the like Wi-Fi ports, were not open on the router to connect his camera to. So because of the way he was trying to do it, we had to open that. So we went into the settings of the router, which you can do like by entering the IP address into your URL of the computer. We tried to change it to make it open. Along the way, something happened, and the internet just stopped working.
Yeah,
it's
for
so
most, but not all websites.
Yeah.
But like YouTube,
oh my God,
YouTube
it
still
was
worked,
unbelievable.
But everything else didn't.
Like, you guys, you have to understand.
It was a
Just
nightmare.
something happens. We don't know what. Something happens, and now only some websites can work. Not all websites. It's not like the internet is down now. Just some websites work and some don't.
It's not even just some websites work and some don't, because like half of our phones don't work on the Wi-Fi, but half of them do.
That's right.
But then the wired connection that we were using on Munchie's computer doesn't work at all anymore. The Wi-Fi on Hippo's computer does work, but only for YouTube. And it was just like, how in God's name are we even in this Twilight Zone apocalypse right now? How is this even possible? It was stunning.
Guys, think about it. My wired connection to the router itself does not work, but the Wi-Fi on Hippo's computer works, but only for YouTube.
Well, YouTube and I think Google worked.
Yeah,
like
Google
Google
services
worked, but none
seemed
of
to
the
be
links
okay,
did.
but nothing else. Like you could Google search stuff, but when you went to a page, it told you to go fuck yourself.
This is like apparently a thing. We looked this up. Apparently there are things that can happen that allow like only like big name websites to be connected.
I have gotten it on like my own computer and my laptop. I have had it happen before, and I have had to work around it.
Terrifying.
No idea why.
It's the worst possible thing.
We end up, so we still don't, because we're so fucked, we like can't fix the issue of like Victor connected to the Wi-Fi, but we get around that by simply like plugging it in with a fucking cord into like Hippo's computer or something, or like
we
into
use the Elgato
whatever
to record the camera footage. It's like a very ghetto workaround.
And then stream it.
So, like,
from there.
Because all along, Gibbs' computer was able to connect to YouTube by getting around this, by connecting to the Elgato with the camera, and Gibbs' computer, which has this limited functionality to get to YouTube, we are able to stream the episode in this extremely
terrified
weird,
the whole time because,
way.
like, the internet still doesn't work. At any minute, like, it could just all die, and then we're totally fucked. So
a true nightmare.
By God's grace,
we do the whole episode.
The episode goes off fine once we get to that point. 4 hours later.
It goes off great. That was a good.
And the episode was great. It was awesome.
It was fantastic.
It was so good.
I think that was like the shining example of like what PCPHQ could be. Like I think the addition of video and like shenanigans made that episode fantastic.
And Ben screaming.
Ben's screams were great. Like the little war going on between Victor and Ben was excellent.
I just could not stop screaming.
But like, so and after it finishes, we're like, okay, well now let's like fix our internet problem. So Tom gets on the case, like trying to call all our internet service providers.
I
and,
have to like call the lady who we're renting the
Yeah.
Airbnb from, and she just passes me off to the ISP. So I talked to the ISP for like an hour, and they're like, everything's fine, dude. We like reset the connection, everything. You need to go call Linksys, who made the modem. So I call Linksys, and I'm on the phone with them for like an hour and a half, and they decide that the router is broken. It cannot be fixed. Terminal death. So I'm like, oh fuck. So then me and Nate are talking for a bit, like, are we gonna buy a new one? Like, are we gonna have to pay for this? Like, is this gonna be a Radcon expense? Like, is she gonna pay for it for us? Like, how is this gonna work? And then Victor's just like, hey, remember N64 and how sometimes we just have to like blow into it and make it work again? Like, so now keep in mind, we have unplugged and plugged in and reset this router. By that point, I had done it probably 15 times.
Yeah.
Victor does it and it works.
He does it again.
And everything just starts working again.
It's 100% restored in perfect working order for no reason.
So, I don't know.
Unbelievable.
It's the grace of God, but also like playing a cruel joke on all of us by keeping us dangling by our strings for the better part of the entire day.
I said, like, in the video that, like, I thought it might have been, like, a system update that was happening. And now it doesn't, like, really seem realistic. Like, no update's going to take, like, 1,000,000 hours to process. I don't know. I don't know what it was.
Odd.
Like,
unbelievable.
Like, just think about sure, like you audience may have been disappointed that we didn't start at 1 p.m. But think about it from our perspective for a second. We run into the house. We have quick hellos. We do the group piss.
We had
energy
texted
is high. Yeah.
That's right.
The morale is high. We are ready. We are bombastic. We are ready to do this episode of the Procrastinators. Our PC pride is shining right now. We all jump onto the couch. We like try and record, and it doesn't fucking work.
Wait,
for the next
one question.
Yeah.
Didn't we do the PCP, like, as in piss, like, after we had fixed the internet and we're, like, to psych ourselves back up to do it?
No. It was,
are you sure?
Before.
Yeah, this was before.
Okay, all right. It was just, okay, fair enough.
So we were all keyed up, and then we entered like the 5 fucking hour death.
Yeah. Well, okay, guys, I don't want to bore the audience with this. Like, you get the idea. But, like, this was the most emotional, climactic moment of the PCP, of Radcon 3, for me, at least. It was just the most stressful, the most agonizing. These are, like, the scary moments that you don't like to think about, that you're going to encounter when you do an event like this. But we
were
survived,
like, if we can't
it.
fix this, like, Radcon's over.
Like, what are we going to do?
Like, we're kind of screwed.
Yeah. It's funny. At the time, I was, like, really concerned about the idea that, like, I'm so upset at the fact that there will not be a PCP episode every single Sunday, like, forever. And yet, now, last Sunday we missed one. This Sunday it's not happening. But, like, now that that's happened, I feel like the weight is lifted. And it's going to be like that again. Every fucking Sunday is going to be an episode forever. But, you know, Radcon 3, we're in the wake of Radcon 3, and there's a million other pieces of content. Thank God we did it. We did it.
Yeah.
We killed it. That's
God.
great. Thanks, KP.
After that, late night, Nate shows me Kirby Star Allies, and I shit all over it, geniusly and emotionally.
Yeah. You know, Munchie, I just want to let you know, there's been a lot of controversy about your opinion of Star Allies. I have played significantly further in the game and have found it less grating, though still not a great Kirby game as it's gone on.
Nate, have you played it solo?
Yeah, that's correct.
Is it more fun solo?
A little bit, yes.
Because
bit,
I thought that playing with 4 was just awful.
4 is chaotic and not that good a time.
Yeah.
1 or... I played with, like, Michelle a little bit, and that wasn't terrible, but that was more like, ooh, we're playing a game together. He's having a good time. As opposed to, like, oh my god, the kinesthetics of this Kirby game are exceptional. I'm achieving levels of wokeness I never thought I'd reach. Yeah.
Did you guys see Victor's tweet about like they upped the Kirby game shipped without all of like the things, and then now they're patching in like the hamster and the fish and the bird.
Here's the thing though, they have released a bunch of new quote unquote star allies or whatever that you can get and play with. You would love Gooey, Gib. Gooey is this retarded little blob with a big old tongue.
Is he the Dragon Quest guy?
He looks like him, yeah. He looks like him.
He would like Gooey better in the actual fucking game that he appears.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong about that.
Oh, I will definitely play that game
first.
I don't fucking care about Marks!
Marks is cool.
Marks is dead. Canonically, Marks is dead. He should not be in this game.
Not only is
Marks hard.
Not only is Marks dead, but fucking Mark's soul is obliterated, screaming throughout the entire
Mark
nebulous.
Zuckerberg?
Marks is definitely dead for real in canonically, but he's also been hard retconned where now like his description, when people are like talking about this, his description is like, as long as you keep him fed, he seems like he's willing to work with you. So canonically, Marks did it all because like he was hungry. That's like why he did everything.
That seems on the money to me.
For a Kirby game, that seems pretty normal.
I'll take it.
The one thing I liked from playing that Kirby game was the little spider ability. Not the way it
the
played,
spider,
but
yeah.
it looked kind of cute. It
Is adorable. I love the spider. I like it. Okay, whatever. It's not a great. The game is so baby level. Like every challenge room that I've been to, literally everyone, with the exception of one, has all the powers that you need to beat that challenge in those little pedestal things, like right there. So you can't even fail if you want to. It is like the most, like, brainlet game of all time.
Brainlet, he says.
It's a brainlet game. It's a brainlet game.
Guys, sure, it may be more entertaining single player, but all my criticisms are still there about how it's just cheap clusterfuck and all the mechanics do not work together. That's the main point, is that it's just a melting pot of all like old Kirby mechanics that do not work well together at all. Just an advantage him to be like, remember this?
Yeah. And the fact that you just turn into Octopus Bitch when you do that power, it's like, what the hell is this about? Like,
If you debate me on this, you're fucking stupid. You are a brainlet. You literally are ruining Kirby for me. You know, if you're like, oh, I fucking like, you know, Mega Man, whatever. Like, you know, I don't care about that. You know, you can like whatever you want. But why I'm getting mad at you, viewer, who like Kirby Star Allies, is because you are ruining Kirby for me right now. You supporting this game is ruining my favorite franchise, and it is my responsibility to kill you.
I agree. That's how I feel about Final Fantasy. Only now it's past the point of saving and it just needs to die. So, you know.
That's awful.
Okay, well, moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Oh, day 6. We got the fucking Nerf guns.
Yes.
We got the
Oh, God.
guns.
That was fucking great.
Just I love watching back the backer footage. Yeah, this is a great time to push backer footage if you haven't backed. Like, it's watching us getting those guns is so sick. And, like, seeing Tom, like, enchanted by that Halo rifle, just be like, it's the one I love. It's my favorite gun. Wonderful. It's great.
It was a
fantastic.
10 out of 10. I like how
the
that
Halo
just...
rifle was easily the coolest.
Yeah, I like how it just kind of kept staying around. People just kept shooting it randomly throughout the rest of the week.
Because it was
fun.
so good. It was so fun to shoot. Yeah.
So everyone's figuring out their cool Nerf guns at Toys R Us.
Oh yeah.
I like pull up the chair and I flip it backwards and I sit down and I'm like, you know, guys, it's me, Munchie. I'm known for being wacky and zany, and you know that's just the kind of guy I am. I'm a real comic. I'm a real comedy guy. What if I got this silly gun that shoots cars? And this was the worst decision of my entire life. I got this gun that, like, on the box it shows this like Asian fuck shooting this gun, and like this like little car, it's like Hot Wheels car, like propelling, like shooting the fuck out, and like speeding past like a fucking bullet, whizzing past someone's head. So I'm like, okay, dope. That sounds really fucking funny. It's me, Munchie. This is the kind of guy I am. I want to buy this one. I bring it home. Like, everyone's like unlocking, you know, like tearing open the boxes to their guns, like making sure they work. Yeah. I open up mine, and like for like an hour, I like try and get it to work. What happens is I load the cars into like the clip, and I shoot. And I'm not exaggerating. There is no air. It just drops straight down.
Like, it gently rolls out the front of the gun.
Yeah,
and smashes on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it does that. And like Victor like tries to help me to fix it, because like again, on the box, it shoots like a gun. And they're like these like ramp things they include, so you could like try and like shoot it up ramps or something stupid like that. So we're trying for like hours, or you know like minutes to get this to work. It was excruciating. And then like after like doing everything that we can, at one point a car gets stuck and we have to like use like a giant like chopstick to like poke it out of the gun. It got lodged. Realize that it needs batteries, so we like scramble, like we're chanting batteries. We're fucking screaming this to the heavens. We get double A's. We like roll them out on the floor. We fucking like lodge them into the gun, and we do it, and it gets 2 seconds of air, and then just drops to the ground. So even charged up.
Well, I think you're underselling the moment here. It was fucking sick because you get the batteries in, and you and Victor are like, yeah, and then you pull the trigger, and it like revs up, and you get and you're like, yeah, and then you pull the trigger, and it does like the exact same thing as before, and it's just like, oh
but
no.
you did something to get some air eventually, didn't you? Like off the ramps.
Well, what I did was I had to like put when I was pulling the trigger, I had to like launch the gun forward. Like I had to,
push. And then like pull it back.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah.
And this was if I got to work. Keep in mind, okay, there are 3 cars they give you to use, and you have to load them all in precisely, or else they get jammed. And most of the time, like the trigger just like does not work. So, like immediately when the arena starts and we all start the gun, and I'm hiding, I try and shoot my gun at like I think it was Ben who first found me, and like it doesn't shoot, like it does not shoot.
Yeah.
So I try for like half of the first round to just shoot my gun once, and it doesn't fucking work.
Well, hey, let's not go too much into the details of the actual event, because people can see it when the video comes out, and they will be amazed at the things that transpire.
The GoPro footage, I haven't like started editing that yet, but the GoPro footage looks really funny.
Yeah,
like all of it. Like it looks really funny and really cool because it's like it looks like a video game for a lot of them. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be good.
I'm ready. It's gonna be sick as fuck.
Beautiful.
Well, okay, so I mean, we got all the guns. Yeah, what are we? We're on like day 6 still.
Yeah, we're on day 6. This is really important. We do the group cold. Where we're all sweaty after the arena, and then we all just fucking we go outside and we do a group cold where I like take off my shirt. And I'm just naked now, and that's like the rest. We record 10 paces and draw, which is really nice. Do you want to explain what that is, Ben, real quick?
Wait. 10 paces and draw is okay. It's kind of like a reality show. I don't know. It's a contest. It's sort of like a drawcast, but it's a contest where 2 judges, in this case it was Nate and Digi, they come up with themes, and then the 4 artists, which in this case was me, Munchie, Tom, and Hippo, we all have 10 minutes. In hindsight, I think we should have had more than 10 minutes. I think in the future we can have like a more intense, like we should like a better, more time to make the art, whatever. We go and we take the theme and we turn it into like a drawing, and then we present it, and the judges like pick their favorite, and it's like an elimination round. And I'm editing it, and it looks fucking sick, and I can't wait for it. It's the best thing that came out of Radcon. It's the most legit.
Hey, everybody.
No, fuck! And then the day after we record that, Jesse shows up.
Whoa!
It's me,
Radcon 3!
Radcon 3!
And let fucking be.
Why is your mic
Jesse?
so bad?
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, there he is.
It's Endless G.
He shows up.
Endless G.
Yeah, it was like just after the first round of the arena footage that Nate got a call and Jesse was on, and he said,
"Well, Jesse said I'll be there tomorrow. Yeah. And we were like,
"Whoa, that was great."
That's right. Late to the party and late to the after party. Here on the bonus episode.
Well, you were there for the life of it. So from your
guys, I am so. This has nothing to do with Radcon, but I'm so nauseous and sick today.
Oh dear.
Because of the terrible, stupid thing that I did yesterday, last night.
No.
Yeah.
I was making my dinner, and I made
Big
one
mistake.
of those like. One of those big freezer bags of shit, like noodles and chicken and shit that you throw in the stove?
Yeah.
I made one of those, all that stove noodle chicken shit. And I took it down to my hole. And I put it on my coffee table. And I was going to sit on my dilapidated couch and eat it. But the couch is so dilapidated, and there's all these dirty clothes on the couch. Like they're all like sinking into like the inside of the couch, and like the cushions themselves are like half inside, like down into the hole. And I'm like, oh, I gotta get all these clothes out of these fucking tight crevasses. So I was pulling on my fucking dirty old ass shorts trying to get them out of this fucking stink crevasse of my couch, and I was yanking on it and pulling on it. And finally, I yank it free, and I yank it loose, and it sprays like dust and toenails and hair all over my all over my plate and all over my food.
No. Okay.
And I was still so hungry.
No, you fool!
No.
I had to eat my supper.
No.
Did you do like the cursory, like trying to scrape off as much as you could, or did you just chow down?
I just had to get it inside. I was so hungry for supper. So hungry for supper.
Oh God, the worst.
Hashtag hungry for supper.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a shirt with an illustration of me barfing on it. It's gonna say hashtag hungry for supper.
That's a good idea.
So then I ate it and I felt fine. Then I went to bed. I had really vivid like demon dreams. And then
these weren't your normal demon dreams. These were vivid demon dreams.
Yeah. You know, like the pigs screaming and the goats screaming.
Yeah.
And then I woke up and I was just nauseous and barfy and pukey and poopy and shitty. Mm-hmm. And now I'm on the fucking PC, and here's my first PCP appearance. And over here, guys, here I am in the bonus episode.
God, has it really been that long?
It's close. It's been a while. It's been a while.
Around like August, I stopped coming on.
Yeah.
Radcon 3!
Radcon 3!
Jesse, from your perspective, what was it like showing up at Radcon on day 7? What was it like?
Yeah.
It was really nice. It was really fun.
Sure was.
I had like 3 days with you guys instead of a week, which is the perfect number. No, I'm just kidding. You guys are great.
I mean, what did we do? I mean, you were in all the... I think the lecture... Oh, that's right. I was going to do the lecture the day before you arrived, but when I heard you were going to do that, I was like, okay, well, we got to wait till today to do the Final Fantasy lecture, because I want my lieutenant on deck, my mini-me.
Oh, yeah.
I want ready to go.
I was everyone's lieutenant. Everyone... You and Digi both seemed to really want me in the crowd, at least.
That's true. I did. I definitely did.
And then all the comments on them are like, "Oh, who's this guy in the crowd who keeps talking?"
Even in my
to be
my
fair,
lecture,
I think
Jesse,
you do it less
had like
than
the best bit of just like every like hour or so. What is Guilty Gear? And just the same question was fucking great.
I don't want to be mean, but Digi is weak and a coward and allowed. I'm just gonna say here's a helpful critique, Digi. If you listen to this, I think you let people speak or break in when they raise their hands a little bit too easily. You should finish your thought before you call on people. That's my thought. That's my thought.
Okay.
There you go. That's my helpful tip.
I'm looking at my journal, and it looks like there's nothing in here except for the Final Fantasy. I think did we like stream Tomb Raider that day, or was it the next day?
When Jesse was here, we were streaming something. What were we playing at the time?
It was We Love Katamari.
Yeah, we did Katamari.
Katamari, that's what it was. That Jesse came in for.
I was finishing up Katamari, and then I recorded Game Boys, and then it was just Final Fantasy from like 10 till 4 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Let me just comment on this. So, like, we weren't sure if Jesse was going to come or not. So, like, of course, we didn't, like, include him in the main market or anything. But now's as good a time as any to bring up I was really, really, really hoping that we could, like, do episode 100 of the PCP and that we were live streaming and that during that episode, Jesse would walk in and it would be, like, a big moment. And it's fine that it didn't happen. It's totally cool. We didn't know if Jesse was going to come at all. But I'm just so glad that we got to do it on a live stream and he just nonchalantly shows up. It was a lot of fun for me to watch the chat be like, oh my god, it's Jesse.
Yeah, and everyone in the chat was so cool and happy.
They were real nice.
Yeah. Everyone misses you, dude.
And I came in and I was like, hey, it's me, the fucking barfy pig.
That classic character that the people have craved, the barfy pig.
I don't know if it was this day or the next day, but me and Jesse quickly came up with the man and the boy.
That was in between. That was before and then in between.
Wasn't that like while we were filming 10 Paces?
It was right. No. It was when Tom was writing his stuff on the board for the Guilty Gear lecture, and everyone was kind of like standing around doing nothing. Mm-hmm. Me and Munchie started the sitcom.
No, I think it was actually like in between, like the breaks in between the Final Fantasy lecture.
Maybe.
Or maybe
it was when
maybe
everyone was
the
standing
Tom thing.
around waiting for something.
Okay, well,
in
whatever.
the lecture area. But yeah, it was. I got all that.
Oh wait,
in
you know,
film.
guys,
It was so cool.
I don't know if there's content coming for this, but can you deep red pill me on the lore of the man and the boy? Because I never really got what was going on.
There's content coming.
Oh, okay, then I'll wait for it.
Well, I think we can do a brief overview. I am a boy.
The only lore is that, like, because I have the footage. It started like. Tom was writing his Guilty Gear stuff, and he was shit-talking Nate a little bit, talking about, Final Fantasy fans, and then I was like, I'm a Final Fantasy fan, and then, like, we launched into this character that lasted all of 10 seconds, and then was never seen again, called the Final Fan, and so the Final Fan, like, walked over and just happened to nonchalantly pick up a newspaper and start reading it, and Munchie happened to be sitting there, and that's how the Final Fan ceased to exist and immediately morphed into just the man.
Yeah,
Munchie was the boy. And
it was.
Hippo was already filming this, so
okay.
it became a show.
Fantastic.
It became a show with multiple episodes within like 10 minutes.
Excellent. Each to be released in 10-year intervals.
Yeah, press F for the Final Fan.
I respect him.
He gave his life for something far more potent than he ever
He
did.
gave his life so the man and the boy could live.
Yeah.
What a legend. What a legend.
What the
I
fuck
did,
else is there?
I had
Just
a-
fucking lectures.
I had a good bit that didn't work on, like, the first day that I was there. I came up with a goof on you guys, but no one saw that I was doing it, so it didn't work at all. It was a failed goof. Where, like, on the first day, while everyone was, like, scattered about the house, I decided to disappear. And I crawled into one of the closets, like the tiny crawl spaces. And I was like, oh, man, when everyone's in the kitchen, I'm going to crawl out of this closet, and it's going to be like, whoa, he was in the closet the whole time. And I sat there for, like, an hour, and nobody noticed that I was gone. As I'm, like, laying in there in, like, the dust.
Well,
like,
Jesse, you've always been prone to going off on solitary escapades, so we probably just assumed that you were off doing something important. But
and then also, like,
It was important.
Yeah.
I guess
I was
we'll
in
never
there.
know.
I was in there listening with my, like, Daredevil radar sense as people came in and about the kitchen, like, waiting for the perfect time when everyone was, like, right in the line of sight of the closet, but I couldn't quite gauge it accurately enough. So, like, a couple people were in the kitchen, and I crawled out, but, like, by that point, they were already in the living room, and nobody saw me crawling out, and nobody ever knew that I did that funny bit hiding in the closet, like Harry Potter. A wasted potential.
I'm laughing.
Incredible.
I'm laughing right now at this very moment. Well done.
Fuck. Okay, for day 8, I'll, in my journal, I only have one sentence. Tom lecture, Digi lecture, snore.
Yeah, that's about it.
Man,
Yeah, well,
I mean, I
I
love
think
the
what it
lectures
was,
and
that
all,
was the
but sitting
day-
through so many of them in a row was
rough.
was difficult.
To do like we should do like one a day, maybe even every other day. We should schedule them
I
better.
definitely wasn't prepared for all of them to be 3 hours long.
Yeah.
I assumed, like, some of them would be shorter.
But no.
No.
Well, Ben's was only like 2
mine
hours.
was the shortest.
That's true. Ben's was the shortest.
Thank God for that. I mean, there's no reason these should all be actually 5 hours. Like my Final Fantasy lecture is going to clock in at about 4.5 hours of content.
God damn.
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
it's
Wrong.
a lot of shit.
Bad.
It's not good.
Day
let's
8
slim it out.
was when, me and Jesse played Tomb Raider for a long time.
That's right.
For a while in the morning, and then I think the first lecture was like starting at 3 p.m. It was Tom's one.
Yep.
That was a late start.
So that was pretty much everything. That was a day of intense work on lectures and shit.
I think this was the day that we realized we really need to get stuff done. 'Cause we were
Yeah,
running out of time.
that's when the late starts of the day started to compound on each other, and we were like, oh,
Yes.
damn it. And we had to start grinding harder.
You ain't wrong.
I really like playing Tomb Raider though. I want to do more of that. I want more time to play video games. We did a lot of streams. We didn't do enough.
I think you said this, Hippo. Like, imagine if we didn't do live streams and we did, like, normal Let's Plays. That would have been painful to do, to like carry all
Yeah,
that like
the
data.
the amount of all the footage of those things, it
You're
would have
not
been
wrong.
fucking dire. I would have died.
Yeah, and just to render them, like they're like by live stream, they're just already done, and it's not like you would have like acted any differently, really.
They're already
outside of
done.
reading the chat.
They're already
Yeah.
done. They're hyped because it's actually during the time, and also people were giving money. It's like in every single
every
way,
way it's
streaming
better.
like for the consumer, for us, it is way better an experience.
Yeah. Plus, they can watch it back with like the live chat, which is fun in of itself. So yeah, just a better product. IMO. Then what happened?
We that night we did the Comics Jam Drawcast,
Oh yeah.
which was fucking great. That was a really good one.
I was in tears laughing about those.
You know what's really gay about media nowadays?
What's
about
that?
contemporary media.
Nostalgia.
That one was great. That one was the best fucking one. Ben,
Social
please tell me you have
justice.
those. You have those
Oh
in
yeah,
the
yeah, I
book.
have them all.
Thank
Okay,
God.
okay, good.
Also, everyone, check your GoPros because I am missing my footage.
Oh
Ooh.
fuck. Okay.
Well, not all of it, but
Wait,
some of it.
didn't
like the
we
first
like
part of
didn't
it.
at the time we have a problem like realize that some of the footage was fucked up? Like I remember at
Yeah,
the time us remembering
well,
that happened.
Well, my battery died, but I think.
Okay.
But I did switch cameras.
All right.
Like my battery died and I switched cameras. Like I don't think it should all be lost.
I haven't looked at my camera yet since I got home, so I will check
Okay,
it.
well, we can
after.
hash this out
Yes.
later, but
Okay.
we'll check in.
Regardless,
this
it's a
later.
fantastic
Okay.
product, and you're all gonna
Yeah.
love it because it's the best.
That's true.
It's at this point where you realize that tomorrow will be like fucking hell on earth, and we have a ton of shit that we need to get done. That we
Yeah,
just...
I've got a list of the things we had to get done here. We
Okay.
had to get Munchie's lecture, Ben's lecture, the Royal Rumble, the podcast,
Oof.
T-Bap,
Oof.
and then the Spicy Bro Pact, and then there were other things: the Ponycast, Tea Time with Munchie, and some other things. Mm-hmm. And we managed to do all of them.
We did them all.
It was
Yeah,
a gauntlet.
It was fucking legendary. It was godlike. So we woke up. The first thing we did was I did my lecture, which
right.
was nice,
Incredible.
It was fun. Then we went to go eat hot wings for the Spicy Bro Pack too. Look forward to that, dude. Then we did like we did a whole bunch of shit. We did Ben's lecture. We did the Royal Rumble that was streamed.
That's right.
T-Bap,
That's
you know,
right.
all that kind of stuff. And then, like, I think it was the night before, where, like, me and Ben, and I think Tom, or, you know, I don't know, someone, we had all, like, said, like, we're gonna stay up all fucking night. And I think only me and Ben actually did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never said I was doing that.
That's fine. But yeah, me and Ben stayed up all night, and, like, after everyone went to bed, all we did was just, like, do, like, a couple Red Fairs Cop Killers. We did Red Fairs Cop Killers versus GameCube chats, where we ate fucking shit. We fucking absolutely fucked that up. Too bad. Then we did a regular Scott Killer's Me Maker starring Jesse, featuring.
Oh yeah.
That one was good.
That was
then
great.
And,
That was
and-
probably the best Rowdy Fuckers.
It definitely was. It definitely
yeah.
was.
If there is such a thing.
Yeah.
I think that was the one that had like a 30-minute intro before we started the episode.
and that entire thing was in itself meant to be the intro
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the other one,
Yeah.
Rowdy Fuckers that we did.
Yeah.
But they ended up just being two separate things.
Then we did Wii Sports Resort, which me and Ben have stayed maybe not very good.
Could have been better.
And that's
Probably.
like it, right?
And so yeah, well, we would stay up all night grinding out shit. It was fucking painful. And then me and Ben were doing Raptors Cop Killers well into the day. Like we were doing Raptors Cop Killers, Wii Sports Resort, and then I like turned behind me and it's daytime outside and we have to leave in like 4 hours.
Yeah, like suddenly it was 7 a.m. and we have to be out by noon.
And it was really fucking scary. And I was like, oh, Ben, we have to like stop the show now.
Yeah.
The
Which
end
was
of
very
Radcon
sad.
really snuck up on me.
Yeah, it was
really,
it was too soon. And like my
lessons to learn for next time is stick to a more realistic schedule. I mean, we were kind of blockaded because Ben didn't get there for several days anyway. But like, so that was kind of an issue right out of the gate. And if that hadn't been the case, we would have done the major stuff like sooner. But you know, even with that being said, like we kind of fucked around for a little bit. Some of those
if
early
we
days.
could have gotten our sleep cycle on point quicker or just recovered it at all, it would have been better for sure.
Yeah.
And for me personally, I definitely wish that I was more prepared for my lecture because like I missed so many of the streams just because I was upstairs like grinding through my notes, making sure I was ready.
Yeah, I did
That's
a little of
true.
that, too.
That's true.
So
Oh, fuck all that shit. On day, like after all that, I went to fucking Armor Retrieval Con. That's the real
hang on.
shit.
Oh, can I just say how fucking
the spicy bro packs.
Fucking upset I was that I was the first person to leave, and then I to take my $45 Uber home, and then an hour in, Ben texts me. He's like, "Oh, we all decided to hang out today. You want to come back?" And I'm just like, "It would cost me $100 to get to Boston and back."
We did not know. We did not know.
Sure you didn't. I see how it is.
We knew all. This was intentional.
If you want to go into detail, the Spicy Road Pact, this one's spicy.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's spicy, all right. It was intense. Every fiber of my being was shattered during this Rowdy Fuckers Cop Killers. I mean, whatever the fuck it's called.
Originally,
Spicy Bro Pact.
Okay, deep lore right now. I think most viewers will know that on Twitter there was actually a Spicy Bro Pact that was not recorded of me, Nate, Digi, and others. Tom was not there. Oh yeah, and Ben was there. This was on Twitter. This was during the Double Day times 2+1 back in December. And that one was with the End hot sauce, which I was planning to use again for the Spicy Bro Pact 2, but I was not able to get it because it was all the way in fucking Faneuil Hall and we couldn't go there. It was in Boston, whatever. So we had to settle for like Buffalo Wild Wings, the hottest one there, but it was still really fucking hot and
it was really spicy. It still fucked me up pretty bad. So that was good.
That was incredible.
And I came into my own as like the strongest little spicy boy.
Yeah, Gib
of all
handled
time.
it. Gib was, worried, as everyone is when they do spicy stuff, but he had no problems.
The aftermath was awful, and I regretted even having any hubris at all.
Yeah.
But in the moment, it was I felt the coolest boy there, and I was
so cool.
You guys talking about how you shat like a ton after the Spicy Road Pact? The first time I shit at the Spicy Road Pact was at Armor Retrieval Con.
Oh god.
Okay.
That was the first time I went to the bathroom. Like 3
during
days.
all of Radcon?
Wait, what?
No. After the Spicy Bro Pact.
Oh yeah. Okay. So like the next day or whatever.
No,
was
like
it
2
like
days.
was it?
Oh.
Was it like sandpaper? What? How did it feel?
It just was normal.
Oh.
Yeah.
It felt
Why?
good. Oh, I love shitting. I love it the most when
That's
it
what
hurts.
we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about shitting, and you need to deal with it.
This is my new character. I only like shitting. It's the only hobby.
Do you like eating?
No, I eat so I can shit.
Yummy.
Incredible.
Okay, that character's dead. He's gone forever.
Well, I'll miss him.
I think that's the end. What did we all do when we left? Me and Hippo.
Oh, I got
question.
stranded in
Oh,
Chicago.
no.
You did? For how long?
Yeah, because my plane was too slow. It was late, so I missed the connecting flight, and I got to the airport at like nighttime. So they had to put me up in this like fancy hotel. Oh my god! And the scariest thing that ever happened to me. This is literally the scariest, most frightening, like demon poltergeist moment of my entire life. So I was stuck in Chicago in this like airport hotel all alone in my room, and like I had the TV on some random channel, and I had gone into the bathroom and I was taking a shower. And I was, cleaning my butt, cleaning the rest of me too, I guess. And I come out of the shower, and I come out of the bathroom, and it's in my hotel room, and it's late at night, and it's dark, and there's no one else in there. I'm all alone in a strange city. No one even knows that I'm in this city. No one even knows me here. I'm all alone, and I come out into the adjacent into my hotel room, and from around the corner, like into the from the hall to the bed zone, I come out of the shower, and from around the corner I hear Jesse.
Oh no.
Jesse. Like twice. Someone whispering my name, and it's like I stopped, and it was like in a cartoon where the white comes up like through his whole body and he turns white, and I'm like, what's happening? And like I stopped there, and like I was like in shock, and then it happened again. Jesse. And I'm like, So like I creeped around the corner knowing that like some person or some demon had followed me, had stalked me and was going to kill me, that there was a literal demon in my hotel room. And like I walked around the corner and like it was the TV. It was on some show, and on the show, it just so happened to have a character whispering my name, as I was walking out of the bathroom.
No.
Well, what the hell's that about?
It was literally hell. I'm still scared. I actually, my soul left my body like a Scooby-Doo cartoon.
It was the Pro Crastinators podcast.
I don't know. I don't even know what show it was. It was just some random. It was the BCP.
Incredible. It was
It was
shit,
quite
weren't we
spooky.
memeing about what the YouTube Red show for the PCP was going to be?
Yeah.
There was a meme about that at Radcon. What was it?
Yeah.
What were we saying?
I think we were just saying every stupid thing that we did was going to be the PCP YouTube.
Yeah,
show.
our YouTube Red show. Okay, I guess you're right.
Jesse Gets Scared is the new PCP YouTube Red show.
Ooh, scare Jesse. Scare Endless Jess. There it is.
No, I don't want that. It's too bad.
Too bad we've already signed the documents. We're syndicated recruit to your house right now with scary masks.
We've hired the ghouls. We've hired the ghosts. They're on their way.
People don't know the real Endless Jess. I am literally Shaggy.
Yeah.
My whole life is just me and my talking dog. And there's fucking scary guys dressed as ghouls coming out and trying to spook me. And I'm always hungry, and then I'm always shitting, and then just like on the hit show Scooby-Doo when they shit their pants all the time.
The ghouls and ghosts have an extremely strong union, and since we've already made this deal, there's no way we're getting that back.
They're always sneaking around the haunted house, trying to find clues, but they always just step in a huge steaming Great Dane shit. And they go, Scooby, quit shitting. And Scooby goes, I can't stop eating, Reggie.
Let's
Well, there
end
you
this
go.
fucking episode.
That's all right. Thanks for listening. All right. Well, I mean, okay. We're at the end here. You know what? I did put a thing to the question lounge. I thought we'd just take a peek at the questions in there and just see. There's some questions. There's some decent ones here. Where was this? Here's a good question from Me Cool Man asks, what has been the best Radcon so far? Now that there's been 3 of them.
I think
for
this
me,
might have
I
been
know
it.
my answer easily.
Yeah,
I think this was
Definitely 3.
Radcon
This
3
was definitely the best.
without a doubt. Like
Well,
the house
Radcon
was
3
huge.
was like the first successful Radcon.
More or less. It was certainly most comfortable in terms of just existing.
I don't think anyone else feels this way due to the
Yeah.
specifics, but like Radcon 2 was extremely magical for me, and I know
Well, that was your,
everyone
like, first
super,
one.
Yeah, everyone was super anxious and like stressed out. But like from my perspective, like I was still like relatively new to like being like actually considered like a PCP member, and I was new to like talking to you guys for real, and just like to be with all these people who I had just known from a distance and just really appreciated. It was really nice and it was really magical and it was great.
Yeah, understandable, fam.
Yeah.
I think
there were good things from Radcon 1 and 2.
Well, of course,
Well,
lots of good stuff.
I don't know about all that.
Hey, your boy Liam asks, legit, how was Hippo's experience with weed? He just wants some more detail. Did it affect you more with your
detail.
small frame? Yeah. What do you got?
I took the bowl or whatever the fuck it was. Did you said you put your finger on that bit and you blow and I blew. I sucked that weed right up and I don't know. I took a couple hits and I didn't cough, and then I took another big one and I did cough. And I was like, well, I guess I'll wait and see what happens, and nothing happened. And I was like, I don't really care to do it again.
Yeah.
Maybe, a next Radcon I'll try to get actually high. But, nothing really happened. All it was that, it smelled of weed, but it tasted of ash. Probably because I ate ash instead of, the weed.
That does happen. That is a real thing that happens. You get some ash in your mouth.
But I preferred the taste of ash because it's like burnt toast, and I prefer that to actually weed stank because I hate weed stank. It stinks. It's smelly. It's bad.
Yeah, fair. Hey, here's a solid question. Chip in the Franks is asking, what was the single gayest thing that happened at Radcon 3? Is it the group piss?
No.
There was multiple moments captured on film of people touching balls together.
Wait, what? Nobody told me about that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why was I left out?
All right, it's like maybe not multiple.
Maybe it
moments,
was Gabe in the middle of the night creeping around touching balls.
Yeah.
Yes, I was touching. I did it. It was me. No. There was this one clip where Munchie was just on the floor, like tired. I guess he was just looking up, and then Nate creeped over to him
Nate does
and
just
then,
start humping him.
lied on top of him, and they
was
did,
pretty gay.
Yeah,
was I teabagging him? Was that what it was?
This at all.
What?
I don't even. Was that
Whoa,
the
you don't?
teabagging?
Was I sedated?
Maybe.
No, this was I think
hypnotized?
Ben's arrival vlog on the Kickstarter backer reward thing. It'll
fucking
be
remember.
at the end.
Nate, I don't remember this
Oh
at
my
all.
God.
Do you?
Neither do
What?
I. No.
I remember this happening distinctly.
What's happening
and
right
you were
now?
euthanized, is what happened.
Well, now it's a good way to plug that because now everyone wants to know
do you know
what
which
the fuck
video
I'm
that
talking
is?
about.
Do you know
but
which
it
video
was,
that is?
I think it's just Ben arrives at the arena.
Okay,
that
I'll
video.
check that out.
Did we
Another
just
thing-
enter like a parallel universe where me and Nate are gay lovers
Yes.
at Radcon?
It was pretty
was
funny.
funny.
Another thing that happened that was pretty gay is when we all piled into the hot tub to see if we could record something.
That's another.
Oh
one.
yeah, we filmed that. That's like that exists somewhere, right?
Yes, in another video.
Oh,
I
fuck yeah.
can't remember what it was. I think it was the Nate arrival video because that's when Nate arrived.
You're probably right. I
Yeah.
think it is.
Jumped
Yeah.
in there.
It was when I arrived that we did that. So okay. Here's another question. This one's pretty good. Xenograde says, now that you know that we will pay for anything, how extravagant will the next Radcon be?
I don't like this guy's tone that we will pay for anything. Radcon is like something worth paying for.
I mean, I totally think that we are giving incredible value for the money that we were given, especially on the individual level. So
Especially
I
for
was
our boy
shocked.
Russell.
Oh,
Russell got what he paid
Yeah.
for, man. There's no doubt about it.
During my time at Radcon 3,
Yeah.
especially compared to Radcon 2, I was shocked at the fact that people were actually always making a thing.
Yeah.
Like, it was all work and still fun, but
Yeah.
all work. all
There
the
was a
time.
lot
It was
of. I
ideal.
think there was more downtime at 1 and 2 by a large. Like we really took 3 seriously.
Of
Yeah,
course.
and
it
like
was
doing
serious
the work,
time.
doing the work is honestly like more fun and more of a bonding moment than the downtime. Because
yeah.
Radcon 2 was all downtime, and it was also we were all pooping our pants or something.
It's like you do the work, and then you get to feel the calm after the storm, and that's when you can chill and be like, yes, we're accomplishing things. I mean, that's how it was me when I like make content anyway, and I sure love that feeling of feeling like I'm putting in my effort.
I felt extremely not profitable. What's the word?
Productive?
Doing work a lot. Doing
Productive.
a lot of work in a short amount of time.
Prolific.
Productive.
Yeah.
Prolific,
Procrastinator.
productive,
Hey.
Procrastinator. I felt very
Prolific.
pro right then, or the whole time.
It was
I
dope.
Felt like
So-
I was really doing the works.
I mean, I guess what I've learned is that, like, we may consider, since this went well, we may think to ourselves in the future, like, let's do another Kickstarter to give people, again, incredible value for a certain amount of money and not anything extravagant so that we can accomplish something that we have thought out a lot ahead of time. That, may do that because it seems like people are happy to contribute. We'll see. We'll see.
For a main thing that I don't know if anyone else would feel this way, but I feel like we should either have way more specific and actually good stretch goals, or what I want is actually no stretch goals, and excess money is just given to a communal what would I call it, like production
like a fund, a PCP
funds?
production fund.
Yeah, production fund. Where like this was go like, I need this prop for a video. Let's go to the production fund.
I
We'll have
really
to think
think we
about it.
should still have stretch goals, though I do think we could come up with better ones.
we could just label them as like extra
I mean,
production. Like we don't have to make a specific.
The idea that
extra
like
thing.
extra money just goes to a fund is like it's just not that satisfying, you know.
It's not,
Well, I guess
makes more
not
sense.
satisfying.
Well,
Yeah,
it
like
makes
no,
more
I mean
not
like
that it
from a
makes more
like
sense.
I don't like that. That's not something that's gonna make people be like, oh man, I
Yeah.
really hope. Stretch goals is like
agree.
I really
I
want to
agree.
hit that goal. I want to like push for it.
You're
I
not
just-
wrong.
It-
You're
it's
not wrong.
definitely more like I want to see them reach the sketch goal. Like I understand that it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
incentive. It's not like tasty.
Like, that's the only reason I think we probably got Russell's money at the end. He, like, I'm sure part of it was that he wanted us to hit the, 9,000 meme. At least I'm assuming
I don't
so.
know, because he
I don't
said
think
that
so.
he would do it if he hit the 101 or 111 like he said that very early on.
That is true, but I know for a fact that a bunch of people, when they saw that we were just getting close to the 9,000, they were like, well, now I've got to fucking give money to make this happen.
Yeah.
Just for the meme.
Right,
just for the
yeah.
meme. And they will be...
In terms of like things I want to
given,
do
made
for
satisfying.
next time, I know we were planning on doing it
Yeah.
this time, but I really want to make sure next time we can get Mage in on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mage, work on your fucking passport or whatever the hell you need.
It was so
that.
close.
Yeah,
We were so
we
close.
were so
We were
close
so
to
close.
getting Mage over here, but it was like the passport office wasn't open, and by the time it would be open for her, it would have been too late for her to get the thing approved.
The time to work on getting Mage to the next Radcon is like now. We shouldn't let
I totally
that,
agree. Like we should have that on lock well
Yeah.
before we need it next time.
We should mention it to her. Just ask her, hey, get that shit going so we can have you visit. Yeah, well, whatever. Let me see. Any other good questions here? Okay, here's a last question here, everybody. Centerpoint asks, what time is too late to mine?
Damn it.
When the sun goes down,
Sunset.
the pickaxes go away.
Listen, guys, I don't know how more simple we can put it. I don't know how much more we need to drill it into your fucking thick creeper skulls. When the sun goes down, when that moon comes up, waxing, waning, who cares? When the moon is up, you are not to fucking mine. There will be no mine at night.
Don't mine at night.
There will be no fucking collection of resources. Anytime, even like after 4 p.m., don't even try and collect resources because you're just going to be cutting it too close. Just stop.
Yeah, he's right. You're taking your life in your hands. That's all I'm saying.
There's one thing I want answered because I don't think I caught the beginning of this. What the hell? When and how did that become a meme?
I have no idea.
Okay.
That was just a thing that was there when I got there.
I think, Munchie I know is the one who, mentioned it. But I believe it was me just continually saying it over and over again, as I want to do with great memes, Don't Mine at Night.
It was
the reason I think it started Munchie, because Munchie was, singing the Discord song, over and over again, just, as a joke. And then I think we just pivoted to that song as the next one. Or, at some point, and it just stuck. We're just that retarded.
Is that true, Munchie? What do you think?
I really love the the Don't Mind Night meme is a really one full of potential. That's when it's really taken a lot of different ways and you can really expand to fit any situation. That's what makes a good meme is its versatility. And Don't Mind Night is extremely versatile.
I was really happy to see Ben and Tom do the special the uploading of videos got some cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Freshly mined.
That was great.
I just got struck. I just got struck with inspiration. I was like, I have an opportunity. I'm staying up late doing research. I have an opportunity here. And I took it.
Bunchy, do you have any further context to add to the origin of the meme? Do you remember anything beyond what we've said? Yeah.
Well, to those who don't know, what we're referring to when we say Don't Mind at Night is
of course. Okay.
Jan Animations, a popular My Little Pony fandom animator. Once let me go into this. They created a song, a music video animating an OC and one of the main characters, Sweetie Belle, singing.
Well, technically, Button Mash is when the show during the song with Sweetie Belle. So
whatever. He animated those ponies and those ponies singing. They created a new voice track. Doing a Minecraft parody, which already exists. There was a Don't Mind Night song, but this guy made it about ponies, and that Minecraft parody that he ripped off, or it took inspiration from. That Minecraft parody was in fact a Minecraft parody of Katy Perry's what was it?
It's Last Friday Night.
Yeah,
Last
Friday Night. Yeah, that. This was originally a Taylor Swift Katy Perry song.
Katy Perry,
Last Friday Night. That turned it into a Minecraft parody music video. And then that Minecraft parody music video was turned into a fully animated, pretty well animated.
I mean, it looks great. It's really well animated.
It looks ripped out of the show. Okay, that was his claim to fame.
I said it before. Honestly, it looks better than the show most of the time. But I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I think this idea is equally ridiculous to the Bronalysis TF2 crossover. Yeah. It is just as absurd. It is simply much better executed in every way.
Agreed.
But they are equally bad ideas. It's just that one was made by people who know what they're doing.
Sure. I don't think any of us are saying that Don't Mind Night is a good piece of art.
Well,
it has.
I love it. I love it.
It's a bad idea.
I live by it.
Pony thing.
That's really all you can say.
I mean, I don't even dislike it. I think it's pretty good looking.
No, it's a technical marvel. It's incredibly well done.
The biggest problem.
It's a tech demo.
There's a lot of mansplaining going on in Don't Mind at Night, where this male chauvinist asshole is trying to tell this proud, independent woman, Sweetie Belle, when she is and isn't allowed to mine. Listen,
that's how I got sick. That's what happened to me. I was mining my dirty shorts out of the couch cushion.
No!
There you go.
And it caused fucking gross shit all over my food. It's like that's why you don't mine at night. I was literally mining at night.
There you go, man. Don't do it. Learn from our fallen hero, Jesse, over here. Don't fucking do it, kids.
Beautiful.
Not even once.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
I think we're done, everybody. That's our breakdown of Radcon 3. Look forward to Radcon 4 one of these fucking days. We got a lot more content to release from this shit. You're going to be hearing this, like,
this will
way
never
before
end.
it's all
Radcon
out.
3 will never truly end because the trickle will never die.
It'll be
Even
endless.
all Radcon 2 content is technically not out yet. There's one more video, I think, with the 10th episode of Plebe and the Weeb. One of these days, you'll see that.
Fucking piece of shit.
That piece of shit. So this will be the same. Who the fuck knows? Anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. Hey, thanks for being a patron, everybody. $5,
Yes,
appreciate
you.
that,
Yeah.
or more. Thanks, everybody. We took the questions, we answered them, and that's all there was to say about it. We'll see you next time. Bonus episode next month. Who knows what the fuck it's gonna be? Thanks for being here, everybody. Bye-bye. I'm supposed to be working right now. I'm supposed to be